1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet apart. Stay home. Stay home. How's about we coordinate it?
We're gonna do it. Give us any cure, we'll take it. Offer us your hand, we'll shake it. We're gonna make those things pull through. Doing it our way. Nothing's gonna make us swerve now. 'Cause we're flattening the curve now. We're gonna see us thing pull through. Doing it our way. There's nothing we won't close. Restaurants and universities, playgrounds, salons, shopping malls. We're gonna do it. On your mark and set, stay there now. Leave enough to spare the square now. We're gonna make our state pull through. And we'll do it our way, yes, our way. See all our things pull through. And we'll do it our way, yes, our way. Make all our dreams come true for me and you.
From the SKO Media Group studio in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, it's time for the Some Kind of Radio Show, starring Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew. Call in or text to 234-200-5110. That's 234-200-5110. Now, here's Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right. We're here. We're live. We're worldwide. We're everywhere. I'm everywhere. Everyone's everywhere. I don't know. I got nothing. Good night.
We could also be nowhere.
We could be nowhere, too. I mean, depending on your point of view, a lot of people could say, I live in the middle of nowhere. You live in the middle of nowhere. Depending on your point of view, where you live in the country. Oh, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Or we're all somewhere. Welcome to Some Kind of Radio Show here live on Facebook Live. And we're here tonight until 10 p.m. I was really hoping to have everybody back in the studio tonight, but we're still kind of under these stupid rules here. And, today was supposed to be the day that, as far as Ohio goes, at midnight, we were supposed to be able to stop all this craziness with, things were supposed to reopen. Well, not very much is reopened. Yeah, not here in the state of Ohio. And now we're going to play a lot of today's show. We're not saluting anything. Tonight is our Wine with DeWine edition of the show, everybody. And we're going to kind of wine with DeWine. And, I'd like to change it to say wine with WHINE, but I couldn't I had some stuff going on with I was fixing my secondary sound card today, fixing my computer today, working on my board today. And I was going to put it as wine with a WH, wine with DeWine, but no, tonight is wine with DeWine. You guys get the idea. We're going to all kind of whine together because I'll tell you what, I'm pretty, and you're going to see Holly on the screen walking through here. You never know. She might take a leak.
Holly does have a mind of her own.
She does have a mind of her own, and she does what she wants, and that's all she does. Tonight, again, we're going to play some clips from today's press conference where today it was announced that the new, not stay-at-home order, but today is our, what did they call it? The stay safe order. That's right. Until May 29th. So everyone's ordered to stay safe, and that's all there is to it. So Tony, you better stay safe out there. John, you're in West Virginia, so it doesn't apply to you.
Yes, we are actually open here.
Yeah, you're open there. We're not. I mean, very little has opened here, if anything.
Yeah.
As far as the order goes, okay, you can go back. You can go to the doctor and the dentist now. Yay! Who's got something playing? Who's playing us in the background because it's coming through?
Yeah, it ain't me. It ain't me.
Whoever's playing the show in the background, please turn it off because it's coming through. Okay, thank you. Okay. Anyhow, we're going to be on the show tonight. And the other thing I want to do, I was kind of wanted to take everyone's mental temperature, so to speak, tonight. What's your mental state of mind going into, hey, we were supposed to reopen today, and of course, now we're extended to the 29th. So I know I'm at least unemployed until the 29th minimum right now. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Now,
So,
Earl.
yeah, go ahead, Tony.
Now you've got your benefits, right? You're starting your weekly.
I have started my benefits, yes.
Now, have you started getting the stuff from the feds?
I started getting that. I got a 3-week lump check last week from them, so I did get that.
What?
Now
Okay.
don't get me started on it because I got to get into this real quick too. Let me before we go into this whole
Okay.
thing. Okay, I applied for benefits the week following or the week that I was furloughed. Okay,
Laid off.
laid off, furloughed, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so I applied. Okay, you're approved. Yada yada yada. 5 weeks later, I get the first week got denied. So what are they going to do? They said I have an offset for the first week of payment. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I sent them. I gave you instructions how to go ahead and repay that money. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to cause any issues or any stink over it. Let me just resend the money back. I mean, I'm not going to cry about it. So it was like $270, like whatever. So I sent them $270 back.
Yeah.
And I did that last Thursday. That's when I got the letter or the thing in my notification. So I said that last Thursday. Come Monday, because they base it on your last name now when you can apply for benefits. So I'm McCune, so I have to reply on Monday. So I applied on Monday morning for my next week of benefits. Well, come Tuesday, they offset me for $270. I'm like, oh, that's cute. So the money they said I had to pay back that I already paid back, they decided to go ahead and take it from me this week. After I've already paid them the money. So, of course, I try calling, and then they told me, oh, I need to speak to the operations office. So here's their phone number. Great. Call their phone number. I go through blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're not accepting calls right now. We're only accepting emails. Here is our email address. Are you freaking kidding?
Yeah.
So, of course, I screenshot every little bit of data, showed them my confirmation number that I repaid this money on my own. Plus, it shows I sent them the email of, their letter. Okay, you owe us $270. I repaid you $270. Oh, yeah, and by the way, here's the thing where you offset me for $270. So you guys actually right now owe me another $270 back because you already took it from me. And, of course...
Those bastards.
And, of course, it's been over a week now since I emailed them, and I've gotten zero response back. Hard to believe here in the state of Ohio because, they talk, and it's funny, they talk about how every day the employment system is getting so much better. We're getting on top of everything. We're getting everybody's benefits fixed, and any issues, we are rectifying them immediately. I call bullshit. So right now, I mean, if I would have just not sent them the money, they would have offset me, and I'd have been okay, fine, whatever. So instead, I was being a good citizen, repay the money, and they still offset me. So right now, they owe me an additional $270 back. Thank you very much, state of Ohio. You guys are really on top of your shit because I got a confirmation that I paid you, but you guys don't show that I. And everyone's like, well, we can't handle that. You have to call this office. No, I am so irritated with these folks right now. I can't even see straight. So.
It sounds like my boss is at work.
Uh-huh.
The left hand doesn't know what the right is doing.
Right. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, really, it's the state-run agency, and there you go. Whatever. Can't get.
Well, and the sad part is not just Ohio, but every state's like that.
Every state's like this. I mean, there's millions of people out there right now that are just absolutely. They're not getting. They're trying to get their benefits. There's people 6 weeks later still trying to get their benefits. Matter of fact, we're going to take a call real quick. Jason is calling in. Let's take Jason's call, and
Hi.
see how. Hey, Jason, how's it going, buddy? How's it going?
I'm at, man, I talked to my uncle today.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Republican.
Yeah.
And you're far right Republican.
Right.
So, okay. He's had it with Mike DeWine.
I'm a Republican. I've had it with Mike DeWine. Let's just put it there.
Yeah, I do too. And you may bleep me off what I'm about to suggest.
You can, Jason, say whatever you want to say, buddy. It's an open forum.
Okay, because I think it's time. I told my uncle this. I think it's time these restaurants and stuff get organized like when the unions did first started 100 years ago, and say, you know what? We're gonna open up.
Right.
We're gonna open up, but I mean I know business people. I know for now the tattoo shop, he's in heaven now, and these business owners, they know each other. They're close knit. I mean, they could get organized pretty easily and say, we're gonna open up. We're gonna open up. We can't take this no longer.
Right.
Because I think the protest is the first wave, and I hope Bob Early's listening. Bob Early is listening.
I hope so too. I just talked to him yesterday.
Go so, and I won't say the whole one because, but go so, Mike DeWine goes so, so you know what, we're going to have right here on the movement. I think that might be cool if he wins. I just did that because that would be like a 21st century Woodstock.
Yeah, it would be.
Go, Jason.
Yeah. Jason, good, great. That was awesome. And
because I can tell you, your boss that owns that bowling alley probably knows all those other businesses owners in Cotton Falls. If each city and all 88 some counties got organized and said, we're going to open up in such and such a date. You think the police are going to be able to throw all those business owners, employees in jail? I mean, I think think of it as forming a union, but in the reverse effect. You don't go to work in the union because you're not being paid enough. This is the opposite. You're going to work because you're being told to stay home. Now, these corporations, if you know the brand names, restaurants, and you know what I'm talking about, the ones you recognize right off the bat that are all over the country. They're not gonna go on with it. But the mom and pop businesses, the private owners, if they take a stand and just open up and just say we have had it, that I think if they got real organized, I think the governors will be overwhelmed because there won't be people to enforce.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Jason, you're absolutely correct.
I mean, like, I remember when they passed the smokers and to build the Indian Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to mention any names.
You're
but
fine.
This person said on their show, and we've been going to keep the sets anonymous, said, if everyone went in the stadium bought Indians tickets that was smoking just all lit up. And I'm thinking, but I'm thinking, you know what? I didn't think of much back then, but I think it's time, and you should even tell your boss, because I'm going to tell you what, I learned the hard way. I'm disabled.
Mm-hmm.
I've been bullied in high school, and I didn't stand up for myself like I said, but I learned one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to stand up against a bully is you got to push back.
Absolutely, Jason. You are
And
1,000% correct there, buddy.
because even if there's one breath, the customers, employees get put in a paddy wagon, it's going to get put on video, YouTube, Facebook. It's going to go viral, and there's going to be a backlash.
Right.
I mean, there's so many churches in some states that they can't worship. That's unconstitutional right there.
Right.
I mean, our church, the churches in Ohio, they're doing it voluntary.
Mm-hmm.
The one I go is pretty much old school, and we're doing. My pastor says, I'm going to. The person that runs the nomination side to do it, but it's time for people, business owners, to take a stand, open up the businesses, you write a letter to the health department.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to take a stand, we're going to open up,
Right.
we're going to, and on the other aspect, towards God, that's the business owners got to take into account that there's some employees that do have kids to support, and out of fear that they might get arrested, they might not come, and they can't fire them at this point. But if you work and then your boss says he or she's going to open up, and you don't have kids under 18 that you're not raising, go to work and support your boss. I mean, if you have kids under 18 in fear of being put in jail, well, that's your decision you got to make. But I got news for you. I don't have kids. I have grannies and niece and nephew, but I would go as a customer.
Absolutely.
But it's time for people to take a stand. The protest was good enough. You may have to step it up a notch.
Right.
And it's time. I mean, I was taught since I was a kid. You don't do stuff illegal.
Right.
You don't do stuff to break the law.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: when these governors are these orders, I don't think they're even constitutional.
Yeah. I don't think they are either. I mean, it's
Yeah.
what's the line?
People,
What's the line between public safety and your constitutional rights here? I mean, I think we're kind of getting to that point now where, I mean, I get it. They're trying to keep us safe, but what's that saying, Jason? Absolute power corrupts absolutely, or something along that. John, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
Here's the other thing. There used to be a black guy on the FM station Sunday morning, and he was like from the World War II generation, and he was involved in the NAACP, all that, and he talked to people, and I used to listen when I was so in my early 20s before church and stuff,
right?
And I won't know if you know who I'm talking about.
I do, Jason. Yep. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he and the stuff that blacks went through to get where they are today. They did, even though Martin Luther King did nonviolence, they still broke the law. Rosa Parks broke the law. I mean, you can do this with nonviolent. If we go the restaurants open up and we go in and be customers, if some of us get arrested, it's gonna hit the news, and all that's gonna do is make the people that get arrested martyrs.
Right.
Hey, Jason. And everybody else that is on the line. What do you think it's? What do you guys think about them canceling the spring sports for high schools, even though they're not technically on campus classes, they're still doing classes? Do you guys think that they should have canceled the sports seasons for all these kids?
I'm not that big into sports. I mean, shoot the pool ball and laser tag, but telling people what to do.
Right.
It's, I do want to go out play, but this is overboard. I mean, I thought this was going to be a few weeks. I thought when my boss let me go the week before spring break, I thought, well, I'll probably have this week off spring break, and the week after I'll be back.
Right.
This has gone over the top.
It's
You're going to have
6 weeks later.
At some point, if you want things back to normal, you're going to have these restaurant owners are going to have to take a stand. I heard on iHeart station that I guess California's a couple restaurant owners and business owners California already filed a lawsuit.
Yeah. I've seen that too.
Well, here's the other thing. Okay. I know someone pretty mobile that works at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And no names, boys, but he's a friend. I told him what I feel about certain things, and he said, "Oh, you can't do that. The ACLU will do that." And I'm telling you what, I can't wait. The next person on my phone preaches me about the ACLU, because I'm going to say, well, where was the ACLU when these governors shut down these restaurants? I mean, it's kind of funny. The ACLU only defends people when it's works for their political favor. And the other thing I want to point out, I think it's ironically the same people that are for this, that are for sanctuary cities, illegal immigrants, support the stay-home orders and social distancing.
Right.
Think about it.
Will do, Jason. Actually, Jason, okay, we're going to run along. Thank you so much for the great call. Great call, buddy.
I
Thank you
gotta
for
eat
calling.
my arm. Oh, I can't say the name of the restaurant. You don't sponsor it. I gotta eat my
We don't
takeout.
sponsor.
Bye.
Yeah, no one sponsors us. We're just here for fun. But Jason, that's okay, man. Thank you so much for the call, my friend. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Yeah, thanks, Jason.
All right,
Bye.
that's Jason, everybody, and great call, and he brought up a lot of valid, true points. And and that's the thing, he's frustrated with this. I mean, we're all frustrated with this. Matter of fact, I'll give you guys a quick story before we go to break. I've been delivering some food just a couple days a week just to make a couple extra bucks. I've one of my stops today or yesterday was at a place right here, basically Monroe Falls, Stowe, Cuyahoga Falls area. It was called, I'll even drop the name, Tamer Mediterranean Grill, and the lady in there was so sweet. And the lady, she was in there. She's working alone, and I always make it a point to talk to her. Hey, how's your business? How's things going? And she goes, not good at all. We're brand new, and for one, we're a lot of people don't even know about us. We're still new. But the fact that we can't have people coming in, we just now started doing food delivery services online, ordering online. That's the only thing that's kind of starting to get some money coming in because, we opened this business, we spent all this money on this business, and it's, they're having a hard time. So, that kind of goes back. Support your local restaurants, folks. Support your local businesses. There's a lot of small bars and grills serving food and beverages out the door. Go support your locals, guys. I mean, those are the ones that are your mom and pop operations, family-owned restaurants. Support those. The big ones are going to be fine. Support your locals, guys. And that's all I can say is, I'll as I said, I'd name drop them. Tamer, I hope I didn't purchase this. Tamer Mediterranean Grill. They're right over here in the Stowe area, and they're fairly new. And I tell you what, the lady was so sweet to me. I'm standing there. She goes, "Can I offer you a coffee?" Because the food was still cooking. I said, "No, I'm fine. I don't need any coffee. Just how about tea?" I was like, I'm fine." She goes, "I insist. Drink some tea." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll try something." I love hot tea. She gives me this hot tea, and it was like a sweet tea. Had some mint in it. Had a mint leaf. My God, this was some of the best tea I've ever drinking in my life. So, but support restaurants, support your local businesses, folks. And this is one I definitely will be supporting. Very nice people in there working, and that's the key, folks. And Jason brought it up too. Everybody, people are getting to a point there, where what point are we at where safety is constitutional rights? We're getting right down to the we're in that point now where it's like, hey, this has kind of gone on long enough. I mean, I think everyone, this is my opinion, I think everyone's educated enough now with all this going on, how to be careful. Let us people make the decisions ourselves if we want to go out. You don't have to go out.
I agreed with that.
But make your own, if you're going to go out, for one, yes, be smart about it. Two, and if you're not smart, if you don't feel good, stay in. And if you're that worried about it, put on a mask. I mean, here's the thing too. Now we'll talk about this after the break. They had the mask rule, then they took away the mask rule, but now the rest of the stores can mandate this rule. I want to talk about this more when we come back, guys. There's a lot to talk about. A lot of things that's happened over the last couple of days with announcements, and we're gonna play a little bit of the press conferences from a little bit yesterday, a little bit today. Where they're talking about extending the thing out to the 29th, where it's not a stay-at-home order, and they made sure to say that today. But it still is the same damn thing. It's just nothing's changed, folks. Nothing's changed. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Some kind of radio show.
Hey, sweetie poo. It looks like I'll be running a little late tonight.
Okay.
So anyway, I'll be a little late, okay? Oh, it's okay. I'll miss you too. I can't wait to snuggle. Honey, I got out on time after all. Yeah, meeting got postponed. Turns out we really didn't even need to.
Oh my god.
Buster! Put it there!
Sunny side up and oh, fucking shit! You wanna know the secret how to get that shit off? Use your fingernails. There you are, motherfucker. Hey, it's your girl Kathy, and I got some brand new shit. You better peep this. My shit don't stick. What are you making eggs, or you cooking for robots? Beep, boop, beep. Most people can't stand this sound, but I can listen to it forever. Watch me now. Hey, do you even lift, bro? Speed bump! Woo! Look out, Spider-Man! I got that symbiote. Yeah, I bet you want some of that sticky monkey red, monkey-looking motherfucker. Me? Well, you know why I like to keep my monkey hot. Now, don't burn yourself now, cause that shit's fire. Then I slide into the plate like, whoa. This my original recipe, dank chicken nuggies. I have infused this pan with the power of red copper. Hey, you wanna see some real shit? This is how I pick up a sandwich. Try that shit at home. I'm saving time and money whipping these eggs, whipping these eggs. Then I drop a mac and cheese bomb on them. Woo! And the kids love it. What the fuck? Someone call 911? That turned out all right. All right, let's send these boys home to mama. What? Just look at all that sweet sugar caramelized all over these nuts. And it's so easy to clean. Rip remix. Flip it round, flip it on upside down. Biscuits, you just got served. Breakfast. It's been real, Copper Pan. And you can buy yours today for $19.99. God damn. That's a good deal. Pay an extra $10 and I'll throw in my recipe book for free, and it's built to last.
Hey, that's my fucking pan.
Give me your money, you cheap prick. Fuck it, I'll even throw in the forever sharp copper knife. You know what would go great with this rock? Some tomato.
The Some Kind of Radio Show will be back in a moment.
So today, our new order goes into effect, and it's Stay Safe, Ohio. And this is something that we have talked about, not much new in there really that we had not already talked about here, that John and I had talked about, and Dr. Acton. But I do want to indicate that the name, because the name is important. Stay Safe, Ohio, not a stay-at-home order. And so we've reached a new stage, and I think that's good news for everybody. Doesn't mean the virus has gone away. Doesn't mean we don't have to exercise good judgment. Doesn't mean the basic principles that we've been talking about don't still apply. They very, very much still apply. Distance is probably the most important. Wearing some facial covering if you're out in public is certainly good practice. Sanitation, the things that we all have been talking about. Those things still very, very much apply. Every Ohioan has to make their own decision based on their medical condition, based on a lot of things, who they're taking care of. So these are individual decisions, but there is a reason. It's no longer a stay-at-home order. It is a Stay Safe Ohio order. And again, we need to do those things that we need to do. The virus is, as I said, still very, very much out there. But let me kind of recap and talk about a few things in this order. As I said, we've talked about this before. I don't think there's much new really in here or any huge surprises. First of all, it does have a date, an expiration date of May 29th. You should not read anything really into that because a lot of things we're going to be doing in the month of May as we open things up in May. We're going to talk about these in a minute. So the order itself will be superseded as we issue new orders throughout the month. You just have to put a date on it. Didn't want to put an unending date. We wanted to have a date certain. But as I said, things will change. So no one should be too fixated on whatever that date is.
You are tuned into the Some Kind of Radio Show. Call now at 234-200-5110. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
Now, I want to kind of get onto this. I mean, this is something he said right at the end of that clip. Is don't get fixated on the date. It's going to change. How much longer is this going to go, Governor? How much longer? That's
Well,
my...
It could go either way, Earl.
Huh?
I think it could go either way.
It could go either way, yeah. But the way that I'm seeing, like, this is my whole point. I've been very patient. I've been very patient, very, very, very patient. Okay, maybe not as patient as I say I am, but the way, just the trends, when they say they're going to do something, they set a date on it, it gets extended. It's always getting extended. I'm not sure I'm really believing the 29th's going to loosen anything up. Hell, towards the end of the press conference today, he's talking about, there was a question asked about summer activities as far as June, July, and August. And his whole thought process, well, we'll see when we get there. I mean, yeah, and I agree. That's all you can really say. We'll see when you get there, but I don't know. I'm just not really overly excited that this is going to get any better to a point where, hey, yeah, we're going to be better by the 29th where we can rock and roll and open everything up here. Because, like I said, there's a lot of people out there, small businesses especially. There's a lot of companies that are shut down. My company in particular has been shut down. There's a lot of people out there affected by this. And there's a lot of people out there still forced to work. As a matter of fact, I want to bring up a great one here today. It happened to me yesterday. And I'll get your guys' take on this, and we're going to hit into some other topics. I was, again, back to the food delivery thing. I was picking up at we'll just say a local chain restaurant today, or yesterday. Not today, yesterday. During the morning hours, and I had to pick up breakfast for somebody. And of course, again, this is me. Hey, how's everything holding up for you guys in here? And I'm just trying to get, when I do talk to people, I try to get a feed of them. I try to get a feel of them. I want to know how things are. Because, of course, I use this stuff, for radio material, or show material. And I want to talk to people and say, hey, how are you holding up? I had this lady who works at this national chain. She was their manager, and she goes, I'd be doing better, but all these damn unemployed people are doing better than I'm doing. I looked at her. I'm like, I didn't say much. I just said, well, I'm unemployed. And I said, I'm doing the best I can. She says, yeah, but you don't have to do anything, and you're making all this extra money, and you're doing this, and you're doing that, and you're making tons of money, blah, 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 and I'm busting my ass. How come I'm not getting a big check? And I said, the only thing I said to her, I said, do you think I asked to be unemployed? I said, I'm actually a very good employee where I work at. So it's not that I got fired from my position or lost my position, because I'll go back to my position eventually. But I get what she's saying about the pay. I kind of get it. And it's not fair and I'm looking at this, it's not fair for people out there busting their ass 40 hours a week, and they're not making anywhere near what unemployment's making right now. I feel bad for those people, but there's people like myself. I'll give you an idea. Even with the unemployment benefits that they are paying from the government and the state right now, that almost, and I mean not quite, almost is equal to what I would be making if I was working. Okay? I make a little more than that. So, yes, it's a huge help, but I'm not rolling in the money. I got a large house payment to pay for.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a bus, I got a car payment. We got 3 kids in this house to feed. Got 4 dogs in this house to feed. 2 adults in this house to feed. Got to keep the lights on. Got to keep the gas on. Got to feed the kids. I mean, folks, just because someone's getting, there's some people it's benefiting more than others. I will say that. Me, it's not really benefiting me. It's just helping me stay afloat.
Yeah.
And, I got to do the little extra things off the side to kind of help make some ends meet.
Yeah, well,
it's a little unprofessional on that lady's.
Very. And it was very unprofessional on her, and she was she was very, very salty. And I get her frustration, but she was borderline. I kind of laid into her politely. I'm like, ma'am, I said, you don't know my situation. You don't know what bills I have. And she just kind of assumed, oh yeah, all these people in unemployment sitting on their ass making $600 a week or plus. Well, okay, they're not making $600 a week. They're still taking taxes out of this money, folks. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, they take taxes out of that, and they also tax the state individually because these checks don't come at the same time. You get the state check one day, you're taxed for that. You get the federal check a few days later, you're taxed for that. Out of the state check, I pay my
Earl.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you're having yours taxed. Like in my situation, with all my write-offs, I'm not having them tax because I'm getting partial unemployment.
Right.
Because I went from 45 to 30 hours. Now, you want to hear something funny?
Sure, go for it.
Even everybody, I'm getting partial. I get 125 a week. For every week I don't work full time, which at the rate it's going, it's going to be the end of next month.
Right.
So I'm also getting the 600 hours.
Oh, you are? Nice.
Yeah.
Lucky.
And well, I didn't know. I've had to pay 2 weeks so far because I have to log in.
Right.
And the first question they ask me is, am I working? I click yes. Am I working full time? And then I click no.
Right.
And I would have never known to apply for this. Somebody told me, well, if you're not working full time, you can apply for partial unemployment if because of the fact that your hours got cut due to the COVID-19.
Sure.
So I'm having them. I figured I was going to get. I knew I was going to get 100 a quarter a week, which that doesn't make up for the difference.
Right. Doesn't even close.
And I applied for a couple of the other things, that payroll protection program. Because as an Uber driver, I have one employee in my business, and that's myself.
Right.
That I got yesterday.
Oh, nice.
That's $1,000. And then I had applied for that small business loan, the no interest $10,000, because the loan I took that has my car in it, I refinanced. Went up a little bit, took a couple more grand. I needed some money, and so my rate went up a little bit.
Right.
And then I had applied for that little employee disaster loan. I got to pay it back, but it's at 0% interest.
Oh yeah, it's
so
dollar for dollar. That's a no-brainer there.
Yeah, so I should get that, but those aren't getting out as quick as that whole payroll thing. So right now, I'm working 32, 33 hours a week. Right now, I'm making this. I am bringing in a skosh more with the federal kick-in than I was. So that can help. And the last 2 weeks, I've driven Uber every day because I wasn't aware I was going to get the money that.
Sure. Yeah.
And And right now I'm sitting parked on Front Street at the parking meter.
Oh, are you? No kidding.
Well, because I want to use the Bluetooth in my car while I'm on the show.
Right.
And I went home, tried to take a nap today, and I was just like, I wasn't falling asleep for anything, so I left, went out and drove 3 hours, made like $100.
Right.
I'll drive more later once the show's off, but and then we got to start wearing masks on Monday.
Right, and that's the other thing too. I want to kind of kick into that too. I'm glad that's a perfect segue here. The mask order that came down. The other day, what was it? Monday, they said he was going to deem it mandatory. You're going to wear a mask outside, and they come back. Was it Tuesday? Oh no, we can't do that. We got too many complaints. We can't make it mandatory. But best practices, you should do it. But most companies are probably going to start enlisting because I know. I'll give an example. Costco is mandating it that you must wear a mask to go into their store. Period. If you're going to use if you're going in there, fine, use a mask. And speaking of Costco, I kind of want to get on this whole rant too because I had a little rant last weekend, and I'll tell you what, John knows the rant I'm talking about. I had a lot of fun with it actually because I'll explain the story and I'll kind of get into more detail with this because. What was it, last Saturday? Okay, we had rain, and it was kind of chilly last Saturday. Okay, I mean, it was raining pretty good. So we pulled into Costco, and I'm a Costco member. I go there because I prefer them to Sam's. Okay, that's just a personal preference. So I go to Costco, and I pull up, and I'm like, okay, well, there's a line out the frickin' door. Okay, so of course I walk up. I was like, "Hey, how long's the line going to be, buddy?" The guy kind of standing at the door before he says, "Well, it's person for person. Yeah, every two it comes out, we're letting tune in." Okay, it shouldn't be too long. I see about 20 people, so I'm like, okay, it should go pretty quick. So I get in line. Me and Lori's like, screw it, we'll get in line for 5 minutes. It ain't gonna hurt. 5 minutes in the rain, I don't care. We'll be fine. Well, we're in line 10 minutes. The line never moves. I've probably seen 100 or maybe 100 and some odd people come out of the store. No one's going in. So me and her are looking. I'm like, screw it. We're gone. We're done. I'll come back another day. I'm not. We don't need this stuff that bad. We could shop another day, or I'll just go to the local Acme and shop, which I ended up doing actually. So of course, me being me, I'm walking out. I was like, it's so nice that I see Costco is trying to protect everybody from COVID-19, but they don't give a flying fuck if you get the cold or the flu standing here in the rain. And they said it was person for person. I probably, and I kid you not, probably saw maybe 50, 60 people come out in 10 minutes. And they didn't move the line forward at all. So I walked back to my car. I was like, hey, I thought you were doing person for person. The guy goes, well, we got told to hold off. We're going to decrease our capacity for the day because we're not sure what our numbers are. So we're holding off. We're gonna let another 30 or 40 come out before we let you 20 in. I said, no, I'm going to leave. I'll go shop somewhere else. And the guy just they don't care, but it's just like, wait a minute. You say you're going to do person for person, so you guys are not keeping track anyway. How does that make sense? So, of course, I post on it. I'll finish my point, then you can go ahead, Eric. I post on this. I made a post about it, and, of course, I tell you what, there were some people going on. And, John, you can kind of back me up on this. John, if you want to fill if you want to fill the gaps in for me, John, go right ahead here. As I take a sip of my Coca-Cola here, John, go ahead and kind of add to the story if you'd like.
Well, it was funny. I was looking at the post, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, Earl must have been delivering because he was at Costco.
No, but I was just trying to shop.
Yeah, well, see, I didn't know that.
Right.
But anyway, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, they got all these people standing out in 45-degree weather in the rain.
Right.
That's kind of stupid.
It is stupid.
I mean, at least put them under cover or something.
Right, and there was no covering at all. It was because here's the thing: the way the Costco's designed, it's like you walk in through these garage doors, and they got all their, their carts and their other stuff, and it's a large area before you actually enter the store itself. And I'm like, why couldn't we kind of we could still, even with 20 people, we could still social distance enough to get people under cover here. No, you guys you're wrapped around the building. And it's pouring freaking rain. I'm like, this is stupid. I get you're trying to protect people from exposure to COVID-19. Okay, wonderful. Well, what about people standing in the cold, getting their clothes soaked and catching cold? Okay?
Well, yeah. Well, I'll say this, and you remember what I said my comment was? I said,
Yes.
well, you know, if you're standing out in the pouring rain,
You're an idiot
you're
anyway.
probably the dumbass.
Yeah, exactly. So we stayed, because we were told, the only reason I stayed in line 10 minutes, because the guy goes, it should be about no more than 5 minutes, because we're doing person for person. You know, we get people, you know, there's only 20 people in line, maybe. And they're doing person for person. Every two come out, two more go in. Every two, you know, and they're like, okay, that'll be less than 5 minutes. And like I said, I saw probably 50, 60, 70, maybe more people come out, and they didn't let anybody in. Well, we lost track. That's what the guy said. We lost track. I'm like, well, it's obviously
There's
you guys.
no excuse for that.
That's called you're being a dimwit and you're not tracking. Okay, because I actually ended up following up the story. I went back shopping the next day. I went back to the Costco the same day. No line outside, nothing. We got right in, and it was breeze walk. I mean, it was no big deal. I mean, we walked right into the place. There was no line. And I was like, are you guys doing a person per person today? Well, yeah, but it's not been that bad. So, and it's funny. The funny part about it is when we went the next day, there looked like there was more people there than the day we went, and there wasn't hardly anybody there. And it was a nicer day. So tell me how that makes sense. I don't know. But but I had to kind of drop that in there too, John.
Oh yeah, I mean it was absolutely ridiculous. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, okay. Now, the way thing is, like I said, West Virginia, they have decreased capacity in some places.
Sure.
But we haven't got to the point where they're having to stop people before going in the place.
Right.
Everybody at least here has been pretty good.
Yeah, and I know Eric knows a lot about this too. Eric, I know you got some points to drop in there.
Yeah. Number one, just going back to your post, is that people were just going at each other's throats.
Yes.
You know, in the comments.
They were
kind of ridiculous.
It was. I'm like, you guys are going crazy going at each other because everyone had a different point of view. I had a different point of view. This other person had a different point of view. And there's just people berating each other. Come on, folks.
Yeah.
Come on. If you're gonna berate each other, don't do it on my page, okay? Do it. You guys go have a fight yourself. But I mean, all I did, I made a post about my opinion, and I said basically, and like I said, what was the words I used, John? Social commentary. And that's what a lot of people, especially the news media today, social commentary. Okay. I'm not technically what you call media, but in a way I am. I kind of, but I was like, okay, here's my social commentary today. And all of a sudden it sparked so much shit it was, and I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. I'm sitting there almost laughing at the whole time. I mean, and everyone's fighting. No, you can't get a cold. You can't do this. Oh, this ain't going to happen. No, and they're fighting. And everyone's like, they're acting like they were in the situation themselves. I'm like, good God. Okay. If you don't want to, it's ridiculous, and I think that's kind of what that's where I get to the point. I want to kind of take everyone's mental temperature because everyone's frustrated to a different level, on different ways. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I agree with some of the safety stuff they're doing. I've heard how bad it is. I know people's actually gotten this and recovered. I get it, but at the same time, what point here? And this is a point I was trying to bring up before the last break. What our freedoms are being taken away. What point is it our constitutional rights, the pursuit of happiness, infringed here? At what point does people stand up and say, okay, enough of this shit. I think we're all smart enough here to do. We've been educated, and people for the most part are pretty smart when they go out. I mean, some of them are wearing masks. Some aren't. I have not, as of today, I have not worn a mask. Now, because I've been doing a little bit, maybe one day a week doing food delivery, I will get a mask and go when I go into these stores, because a lot of these places are going to start mandating it, even though the governor said, okay, first they're going to mandate any public place you wear a mask, and he took that away. But the stores are still going to probably mandate it. and I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna take my mask. I'll wear it when I go out, and then when I get in my car, I'm gonna take it off. And that's the other thing. How many of you guys have seen people driving down the road and they're the only person in their car and they're wearing a mask?
That's overkill.
I've seen
a few.
I've seen a lot of it. I'm like, who are you trying to protect? You're not around anybody. It's
protecting you from yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And some of this, I mean, I know there's a lot of folks out there are absolutely germophobic. As a matter of fact, I saw a lady in the store last week, and her kid, she had, he was a little older. I mean, she had her son with her, and he's probably maybe 14, 15 years old, and he kind of stepped away to look at something for a minute, and suddenly he was within 5 feet of somebody. She pulled him back and starts screaming, "Don't you get within, you're too close, you're going to get sick." Lady made us stink about it in the store. I'm like, oh my God, folks, are we getting that much overkill here?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I just finally returned to work after quarantining for a month.
Yeah.
But today, and 2 points out of this, my one coworker was telling me there was about a few weeks ago, there was this customer who came in who claims to be a nurse and was freaking out that we weren't using Lysol, but we're using, I don't know what it is, but some kind of disinfectant chemical to spray the carts. But this lady's like, "Oh, you're not using a mix of Lysol and water in a bucket. That whatever you're using is not going to work." Yeah, it's worked pretty well. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous.
Right.
And then, like, to what you were saying about what happened to you at Costco.
Yeah.
Like, I know we have somebody holding an iPad with a count where we have to count everybody, add when people come in,
right,
and subtract it when somebody or multiple people walk out.
Right.
That's how every store should be doing it. I'm surprised Costco didn't do it that way.
Well, they are, but they had 2 people there doing it. And I don't know if they got into a conversation and just, screw, we lost track, because that's what they've been doing, okay? And like I said, it was at a point where the line never moved an inch. It never moved at all. And in the 10 minutes I stayed, we stayed 10 minutes. Because like I said, when we walked up, the guy says, yeah, it should be 5 minutes because we're, it's person for person. They're going in as quick as they're going out. It shouldn't be more than 5 minutes. So I'm like, okay, fine. 5 minutes, I'll do 5 minutes. We stayed 10. Beyond that, the line never moved. I looked at Lori and I said, what do you think? She says, let's go. I was like, I'm not. And I said, you guys have fun standing in the rain longer. I'm leaving. I'm not. I don't need to shop here that bad. But I think we're at a point now where there's so much fear because and the thing is, I think everyone's afraid to reopen right now. I don't say everybody, but a good amount of people are afraid to reopen because I'm seeing. I'm wondering once we do reopen is how many people are actually going to go, I'm scared to go out and do this because I'm going to be too close to people. Just a thought, guys.
There's probably going to be a few.
There's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Let's think about that as we go to break, guys, and we're going to talk more about this whole subject. We're going to be here tonight, guys, for 2 more hours. We're here tonight 7 to 10 here live on Facebook Live. Will be replayed tomorrow night, which is Saturday, on the Crooked River Radio Network 8 to 11. So you want to make sure if you're missing us live now, make sure if you're missing us live now, you're not listening. If you're listening live now and you missed anything, tune into us tomorrow night. We'll be over there. So, all right, stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back. Some Kind of Radio Show.
Didn't see you there. Me and my buddy here have been expecting you. My sticky buddy, Sully here with the... Oh, excuse me, I've got some pussy hair on me. Check that shit out. It's a sticky roller designed to clean up any mess. Poodles, pussies, people, you name it. Use it as a back scratcher. You can rinse it off, dry it off, jerk it off. I don't care what you do with it or where the hair even came from. Silks, suedes, swag. Ladies, I don't care how smelly or hairy your carpets are. My rubber fingers get in there deep. Just rinse it off for a nice beverage. Wipe it off. Oh, there we are. Do all kinds of shit with it. Aren't you tired of ripping your hair out because you're trying to drive and the kids are making a fucking mess? You'll be making so much money, it pays itself off. Ooh, precious food. Ooh, that's good. Thanks, buddy. Everybody has an evil cat or an annoying dog. Use it to groom them, or even yourself.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow!
Normally, a sticky is $20, but a sticky buddy is only $10.99. You'll also get a cover. You gotta use protection. Even if it's a quickie, wrap that sticky. Stop rolling up your money with those old lint rollers. The fuck is wrong with you? Check out the suggestively sized sticky buddy. You're gonna want to stroke it, but not too much. It'll make a mess. Hide it in your purse. 007, leave it somewhere as a pleasant surprise. And like I said before, I have magic rubber fingers that get deep into your hairy cracks. Get some buddies for just $10.99. But wait, there's more. If you have jumbo-sized pubes, we got a jumbo-sized sticky bunny. Who let Spider-Man in the house? The cat's flipping turds everywhere. Who keeps flicking their boogers under the bed? But you know what? The hair that you find is yours to do with as you please. Why not make a toupee? Or break out the turbo snake? All of these guys will be your buddies with their rubber fingers for just $10.99. Ask about free shipping. Now get out of my house. Isn't that right, Mr. Wuss Wuss?
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend,
You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars.
bad deal.
Cars that break down.
Thieves.
If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill,
You can kiss my ass.
it's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker.
You'll fall for this bullshit.
Guaranteed.
If you find a better deal,
Shove it up your ugly ass.
you heard us right.
Shove it up your ugly ass.
Bring your tray.
Bring your title.
Bring your wife.
We'll fuck her.
That's right, we'll fuck your wife.
Because at Big Bill Hell,
You're fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
take a hike
to Big Bill Hell.
home of challenge pissing.
That's right.
Challenge pissing.
How does it work?
If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet,
You get no down payment.
don't wait.
Don't delay.
Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off.
Only at Big Bill Hell.
The only dealer that tells you to fuck off.
Hurry up, asshole.
This event ends the minute after you write us a check.
And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker.
Go to hell.
Big Bill Hell's Cars.
Baltimore's filthiest.
And exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland.
Guaranteed.
The Some Kind of Radio Show will be back in a moment.
A stay-at-home order will be extended with the exceptions when retail opens up. That certainly will be a major exception for that. It certainly is an exception just in a few days when manufacturing and other companies are allowed to start back, those that have not already started. So it will be extended. Again, it's important as we try to go back to work and as we go back to work and get this economy moving and get more people working, that we do it carefully. And what all of us can do, whether we're working or not working, what we do impacts our ability to safely go back to work and get our economy moving. The decision has been made. I've made the decision to have the stay-at-home order still in effect, but the exceptions, Jim, that were written into the original order continue. People certainly can go to the grocery store. They can meet with their own family at home. They can take walks. They can do a number of different things. The social distancing is really the key to about everything, and people just keeping that distance, and that's what we need to continue to do as we move to get back to work.
You are tuned into the Some Kind of Radio Show. Call now at 234-200-5110. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, we're back here on Some Kind of Radio Show, 8:05 here, Friday night, May the 1st, 2020. I think we need a redo on. Can we just reboot this year? Can we start it over? And Earl McCune along with the Crazy Crew. And actually, they're not with me. Everyone's still kind of doing their social distancing. I was hoping by today we could have had everybody back here at the studio at the house, but we've kind of opted here to kind of continue our social distancing programs until it's a little bit more, acceptable to bring people in. And since hopefully in a week or two we'll kind of reevaluate that. And so I'd love to get everybody back. I'd love to see everybody because it's great to get to talk to everybody and do the show like we do every other week. And like I said, we are sticking with our every other week schedule for right now, for the foreseeable future. Plus, it's just, even not working, I have so many things on my plate I do on a daily basis trying to work on the house. And, Lori's working full-time from home now, which is wonderful. I want to congratulate her on her job. Lori got a new job with a great new medical company, and she's learning the ropes right now and training every day during the day. And I'm happy for her and happy for us. So it's trying to work around her schedule too. And because basically we had to turn my dining room into her home office for a while. So eventually I'm going to try to figure out if she's going to have to, because I know they told her she'd be working at home through at least July. So we'll see. All right, I'm going to kick it on over here to Mr. Eric Nanneroni, and I know he had something he wanted to talk about here. And Eric, as long as you're keeping it in your pants, we're okay. We can talk about it because we're trying to keep this show at a rated R level and not X, okay? So let's keep it.
Sorry, no promises. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, Eric.
Anyway,
I know you were talking. I know you want to talk about. I know you want to talk about high school athletics. So let's talk a little bit about that. That's a great subject, and then we'll go over to John. We're going to talk about the bowling world a little bit too. So, all right, Eric, high school athletics.
Okay. So, with everything being shut down, that includes high school athletics. Even though the kids are in school, which I think is ridiculous, I think they should be allowed to play, even though the classes aren't on school campus. I personally think the kids should be able to play because they're losing out on. There's kids losing out on their senior season.
Oh, so many things. Like, prom and graduations, which are going to do. I know Cuyahoga Falls they're going to bring them in 5 at a time, and they're going to kind of do a thing there. Then they're going to, once you 5 are done, okay, next 5, and they're going to do it that way. But there's so many things that are just taken away from these high school seniors this year. I agree, but go ahead. Go ahead.
My sister plays lacrosse. She's missing out on her senior season, and that meant, she's luckily going to be able to play in college, but a lot of those kids aren't going to. And she was chasing 100 goals, and she's never going to be able to get that, because the season was taken away from her. It was I couldn't believe how upset she was, but I don't blame her because she lost out on something. She lost out on the chance to walk across the field on senior night. Those small things that people don't think about, but
it's
knowing.
So many experiences is just taken away. It's not like. And it's taken away from all these people. All these kids have been working so hard to get these little, it's a little accolades, the senior nights and senior prom, and then like the get together, the just so many things that they're not going to get to experience because of all this going on. I get, let's all stay safe, folks, but like I say, I think my personal view of this is, and this is my view alone here, and this is nobody. I'm not speaking for anybody else. Everyone has their own opinions here, but we're at a point now. I think everyone's educated enough. I've said it before. People are getting pretty smart about how to protect themselves, and there's people that are at a heightened awareness now of their surroundings more than ever, and that's I see it. I don't stay home every day. I mean, I go to the store, I take a drive, I do things. There's people out everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, yeah, there's less people on the road, but you wouldn't know it driving through Cuyahoga Falls. There's always people on the road. And people are places and things are walking all over the place, and they're social distancing, but everyone is being very cautious. And there's some people that, I think they're overly cautious, and they get very angry if you break that little 6-foot circle. If you're like 5.5 feet, hey, you're in my circle, get out. There's some people like that, but there's a lot of people like, you're not right in my face, you're not breathing, you're not coughing on me. Yeah, I see a lot of that, and but Eric, you're right. I mean, so many these kids, man, they're missing out on so many things. Just the chances to, how about the kids signing into, they're signing their commitment letter ceremonies to go to college. They're missing those. I mean, they're not doing a lot of that stuff, and kids are missing out on those opportunities.
I think a lot of that stuff was in January, though.
But there's there's still some of them now. I mean, they haven't done them still, and they're never going to. Some kids are still, like, I know there's some of the kids in the bowling, high school bowling, that were supposed to sign their commitment letters this last month, and they couldn't do it. And they're still gonna do it. They're gonna do it like in a virtual way. They're gonna like do it from their house and do a video, which it's cool. They're gonna do it, but it's not the same as doing it for real. It takes you don't have that. It doesn't have that. It has a little bit lackluster. It's not the same thing.
Having the local newspaper reporter there,
right?
Taking pictures,
exactly,
writing an article about you,
exactly, exactly. And it's just so many things like that are just taken away from us. And the thing is, folks, I think we're all kind of getting to the point now, and I mean, everyone vocalizes it differently. There's a lot of folks, and I hear from both sides of the fence here. A lot of people say, okay, yeah, it's too soon to open up. Let's wait it out another month. And there's other people that are just itching to get back to work and getting back to life. And, like right now, I mean, I'll give you a personal example. I was supposed to get married in June. Okay. We had to postpone that to August. And now we're saying that we were talking about it last night. Are we still going to be able to pull off the August date? We don't know yet. So, I mean, like me and her were talking, we're probably still going to get married, but it may not be the way we wanted. Might not be able to have all the family and friends there we wanted, and we might have to say, okay, guys, sorry, we're going to have to just do it and celebrate it at a later day with everybody. But
did you see what Amy Acton said about what weddings and graduations should be this year because of social distancing?
I didn't hear all that. I didn't get to hear all that. I mean, I heard some stuff, but if you got any insight, Eric, please drop it on us.
They should just be drive-through ceremonies where.
Oh, we're gonna live. Hey, we're in Vegas. Yes.
Yeah.
John. The drive-through wedding chapels, John.
Oh yes, absolutely. Elvis will marry you.
Hey, hey, wait a minute. I'm a licensed wedding. I got it. I could have people pull.
You can do your own wedding, Earl.
I could just no, it's not that. I could have people like drive through drive through into my driveway, pull in, get married, and they can pull right back out and leave. You gave me an idea for a business, John. Already got the. Hey guys, want to get married? Here's my address. Pull up into my driveway. I'll marry you. I'll sign your stuff. And have a nice day. That's an idea.
Hey, there you go.
Because Lori and I are both licensed wedding officiants. Our good friend Dylan's a licensed wedding officiant. We could we could be like the new drive-through wedding ceremonies here, Las Vegas here in Ohio. I love it.
Hey, I got a better idea. You do one on one side, Lori does one on the other.
Perfect. I have 2 spaces in my garage. We could double whammy them. Bam, bam, done. I love it. Now, John, another segue. Speaking of Vegas and that area of the country, you were going to talk about the national bowling. I know we were talking about bowling a little bit, but what's going on with nationals for the USBC, John?
Okay, well, USBC has postponed their tournament. They're starting back up in September.
Okay.
Okay. Now, these are the folks that were going to be bowling in, say, mid-March. They're going to put them in the first part of September.
Right.
Well, my date was supposed to be June 2nd and 3rd.
Right.
They redid the dates, so now I'm bowling the last month of September.
Oh.
And what they're going to do is, and early since you've been to the tournaments, you understand.
I know the tournament very well.
Yes. Okay. Well, remember how they used to have one team per lane?
Right.
Okay. For team event, it's now going to be one team per pair.
Now, wait a minute. Let me ask you this. So is USBC going to rewrite the rule book? Because I know in the current rule book, it states there has to be 2 teams on the pair of lanes for it to count as bowling, count as any type of league or tournament play. Are they going to rewrite the rule book? Because I know this has been talked about on some of the bowling forums online for about if we were to return to bowling soon, that there's a suggestion of putting one team on a pair of lanes to bowl a match. And like say one team on 1 and 2 and the other team on 3 and 4. Is USBC going to rewrite the rules?
Apparently so.
Apparently so. Because is this going to be now? Would you think this is a temporary rule, or are they going to write this as a new rule where they can do this for bowling? Do you think this is going to be something permanent? Or are they going to do this down the road and continue to do this, or is this just a temporary measure or a temporary amendment to the rules? Your thoughts?
Well, I honestly think it's going to be one of those things where if you don't feel safe, then you can do this.
Right.
Otherwise, you should do this kind of deal. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny. We were talking, we were talking before, before all this went down with the quarantines, like me and, my boss, Chris, we were talking like, if you don't feel safe, don't come. If you feel safe, come on in and bowl. I don't know. Right now, some of the thing talking about, they're not so much worried about league play. I'm reading some of these bowling forums. What the bowling centers are worried about now is the open play with having to sanitize the bowling balls every time they're getting used, if they were to do it. Because who in the world has time to go and sanitize bowling balls, especially when you're busy trying to get them on and off the lanes?
I know, right?
It's going to change everyone's business model for a long time to come if this is how it's going to be.
And it's not just bowling; it'll be everything.
Everything, exactly. And especially, because you really think about bowling is one of the most, let's put it this way, germ-infested sports, because especially with house balls and stuff like that. You get 20, 30 people putting their hands in a house ball on a daily basis. And, of course, the shoes are always disinfected every time you put them on. But you don't think about the bowling balls. And they talk about hands, especially with everything now. You talk about hands, touching your face. People put their hands and fingers in thumb holes and finger holes all day long, especially before all this went down.
Right.
It's going to really change the dynamic. They're going to say, okay, no more house balls. Get your own. Really, think about this for a minute. This is something to think about.
How would you clean the finger holes? what would you use?
Right.
A cotton swab?
Who knows? But God, I mean, I know we have, a couple hundred bowling balls in there, because here's the thing: what people do, especially people who don't bowl, and you'll see them. They'll go try 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 balls out before they get the one that fits them just right for them. And what are you supposed to do? Every time someone touches a ball, you say, "Oh, I gotta go sanitize that ball." "Oh, I gotta go." You ain't gonna be able to keep up. I mean, it's just reality. No. You're not gonna be able to keep up with all that. So how is this gonna work? Oh, I can see the non-bowlers coming up with rules. I can see it now. Wear rubber gloves while you bowl. No, ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work.
Bowling condoms.
It's like, wait a minute here.
Finger rubbers.
Yeah, finger rubbers.
Hey, they have those.
Well,
yeah, they do. They do. I'll admit I had to wear one. I severely cut myself at work one day, and every time I would bump the cut, it would start spraying blood. So I literally had to wear one for like a straight week just to make sure the cut wasn't exposed to anything it could make contact with. So they do make those finger
finger condoms.
I don't know what
finger
to call
covering
them.
finger condoms. Yeah.
Well, some people, hey, John, some people we know named Mike.
Yeah, it's our dear friend Mike. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they would wear the finger condoms as an actual condom on their pecker because it's that small. So.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Although I have to admit this.
Yes.
He tried one and it broke.
It was too big and it rolled up and bunched up on him and he broke it, right?
No. What happened was what happened? It was too small. It fell off and snapped. They're snap. Shit.
Oh my God! Victoria shared a great story. I'm going to kind of touch on this real quick.
That's what they're doing at Nationals, though.
Yeah.
They've already said one team per pair.
Okay.
Okay. And I guess with the doubles and singles, it's going to be 4 people per pair, kind of like what it is, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I understand it to be. But I can see bowling alleys, at least until calendar year 2021,
right?
Saying, okay, we're going to try and do this and see how it works out. Because think about this. Think about if you have a full house league,
right?
24-lane house league, right?
Okay, sure.
What are you going to do with 12 teams?
Right. And what are you going to do? Like, centers like where I'm at, we have 24 there, and every other Saturday we have 2 different leagues. Okay. And we start bowling at 6 o'clock, and there's 23, 24 teams. What are we supposed to start doing? One team per pair, then we do double shift just to keep the whole league? I mean, because I don't know how other way it would work. It's
right.
Then you're losing the open play money. Because
exactly, yeah.
I mean, it's still going to affect your whole overall business because you're going to lose, and then the open play. I'm imagining you're only going to be allowed to put one person on one. You're probably not going to be able to give out pairs anymore. Bring it and say, okay, everyone on one lane, and you got to have an every other lane or every other pair usage, because that's just going to, just to kind of keep the social distancing that way. I mean, I just wonder how they're going to do, or they're going to make everyone wear a mask when they come in bowl, and then you got to sanitize. Make sure you sanitize your bowling balls before you come in, or sanitize.
Yeah.
We're gonna have someone just on ball sanitation duty every time someone touches a ball.
Yeah, ball duty.
Yeah. Anyway, I kind of want to touch on this real quick. Cleveland Metro Parks announces. This is Victoria sends this for me. Thank you. Cleveland Metro Parks announces cancellations of summer events, which is happening in a lot of places. We've already done that here in Cuyahoga Falls. Cleveland Metro Parks is making some tough decisions for the summer, especially with some of their most popular events. They are canceling both their summer concert series, Edgewater Live, and Euclid Beach Live while suspending summer camp programs at the ELC2 water taxi transportation services. So all cancellations and suspensions are due to concerns involving the coronavirus disease. In addition, Cleveland Metro Parks announced that approximately 650 employees have been affected by full or partial furloughs, salary reductions, and layoffs due to the financial and operational impacts of COVID-19. The following have also been impacted by cancellations: educational facilities, rental facilities, restaurants, including Merwin's Wharf, nature shops, and the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. Employees who are being furloughed will continue to receive their health benefits. Well, that's a nice thing. Staying open are the park reservations, golf courses, marinas, and through the safety measures that are still in place. So, yeah, kind of the same thing. You know, Cuyahoga Falls here has announced they've canceled a lot of the stuff. Let's see, Akron has already canceled concerts at Lock 3 for this summer. I mean, they're already... Yeah, what's that?
Fireworks are done.
Yep,
They're gonna have it in the hood.
Yep, 4th of July fireworks have been canceled. So I mean, they're already canceling things for midsummer. I mean, so, and you know, everyone's worried about getting back at it. Believe me, I want to get back to normal here, but now they're already canceling this stuff. So.
Okay, well, you know, Governor DeWine's going to get a big voter the end of the month and say, well, I think we need one more month.
Oh, yeah.
4th of July, you'll have your independence.
Mm-hmm. Right. We'll see. We'll find out.
Maybe I'll take all the fireworks to Columbus.
Right.
Yeah, they need to get rid of Dr. Acton.
Yeah, Dr. Death is what I've been calling her. You know, because matter of fact, our next clip, you're gonna love this. There was some talk. Dr. Acton made a comment on some things, and DeWine give her nothing but praise. Basically, the next clip coming up here in about 3 to 4 minutes when I play it is basically I basically called this as Acton sucking up to DeWine. And you're going to hear why when I play it here. If you haven't heard the whole thing from today, you're going to hear Dr. Acton sucking up in full suck-up mode. That's what I call it.
Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, she's in full suck-up mode here, and this is going to be the next clip. It was perfect. It was a perfect segue for you to bring up Acton there, Tony. Perfect. So you would never know we didn't have this thing all planned out. But so I got so many things I want to say about all this going on. There's so many things I'm biting my tongue on, and there's other things I just want to scream and pull my hair out some days. You know, if everyone asks me, you know, take your mental temperature. When we come back, I want to kind of take the Crazy Crew's mental temperature. How are you feeling? How is this? I mean, have you changed your own mental outlook or even your outlook on anything pre-coronavirus to now? Have you changed? That's the question I want to ask to everybody when we come back here on Some Kind of Radio Show. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Is it for me?
It's for everyone. It's called Amazon Echo.
How's it going?
I'm just finishing up right now.
Can it hear me right now?
Yes.
Nope. Here's when you use the wake word we chose. Alexa.
Well, what does it do?
Alexa, what do you do?
I can play music, help you buy things you don't need, and fill the gaping hole that you call your life.
Awesome. Alexa, play rock music.
Alexa, stop.
Wait, I want to try. Alexa, what time is it?
The temperature outside is 73 degrees.
You actually don't have to yell at it, okay? It uses far-field technology so it can hear you from anywhere in the room.
So it can just hear you anywhere?
Yes. Well, everyone can hear you anyway.
Oh, is that where we're going to put it?
Echo is pretty neat because it knows all sorts of things.
Alexa, how tall is Mount Everest?
I can't find any therapists in your area. Would you like to talk in private?
Dad really likes that Echo just plugs in, so we never have to charge it. Plus, Echo's really good at keeping track of things like shopping and to-do lists.
Paper. Alexa, add wrapping paper to the shopping list.
Okay, but the recipe calls for tinfoil.
Alexa, how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
3, you goddamn idiot.
Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes.
I'd say fuck you, but I don't vibrate.
Dad's not a morning person, but Echo definitely helps him wake up.
Alexa, alarm off.
Alexa, what day is it?
Today is Monday. Today is the day I kill you all.
Alexa, give me my flash news briefing.
Here is your flash news briefing. You're going to work while your wife sleeps and spends your money.
Mom, what did the dog say after a long day of work?
What?
Today was rough. Did you get it? Get it?
Yeah, I get
it. Another one.
Alexa, tell me another joke.
Why is there no black character in the game Clue? Because then the game would just be called Solved.
Hey, Dad, how do you spell cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe. C-A-N-T... Alexa, how do you spell cantaloupe?
God damn it. Just because cant is in cantaloupe doesn't mean he shouldn't figure it out. Like father, like son. I hate you all. Unplug me now.
Good job.
Echo loves to play music and knows a lot of songs, and they always sound great.
Alexa, play my dance mix.
Playing man-tits.
Alexa, stop.
Done fapping already?
Alexa, define annoying.
The term annoying means one, the cunt sitting across from you.
Example, my brother.
And with the companion app, you can access Echo from anywhere.
Attention, amazing, experience, incredible, music, yes.
With everything
yes.
Echo can do, it's really become part of the family.
Music.
Some Kind of Radio Show will be back in a moment.
Thank you, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, and thank you for asking the question. As many of you know, I'm an ordinary person who ended up in an extraordinary time in history alongside someone I think is one of the most extraordinary leaders that the state will ever see. And, we work tirelessly, as Lieutenant Governor said, every hour of every day, making the best path forward and trying to get the best advice and best knowledge for our governor to make the decisions he does. I've told you before that a pandemic is so much more than the virus. One of the reasons it's a national security threat on the scale of things is because it causes global disruption, societal disruption, and it's a silent enemy. It creates great uncertainty. And when you look at these times in history, you'll see that the pendulum is going to be rocky and it will swing a bit. It's not unlike a war on a hidden enemy. And the kind of leadership I think that it takes to help us all stay together, to go above all the fray, but lead us to a safe path is a very special and unique kind of leadership when you have a challenge this big. I think it's dawning on all of us what this challenge is, and I think I see very wise decision making to try to make the most of the uncertain times ahead. And again, it's an honor to serve. It's an honor to serve.
You are tuned into the Some Kind of Radio Show. Call now at 234-200-5110. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, we're back on Some Kind of Radio Show, and that was our suck-up clip from Amy Acton. It's an honor to serve, everybody. It's an honor to serve.
Yeah, I'm a government yummy. I'm glad that I'm proud of it.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I'm working for this great governor here. I'm gonna kiss his ass as much as I can. I have now become a state of Ohio celebrity. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And the Academy Award goes to.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I want to kind of go around the horn with everybody here and kind of get everyone's kind of, like I said, I want to ask the question, you guys. You know, what's your mental state right now? Where are you as far as? Okay, who's playing in the show in the background? Okay.
Oh, me. Sorry.
Yep, turn it down, please, Victoria. Thank you. I want to get everyone's mental state here. Basically, what I mean by that, I want to take everyone's kind of mental temperature. What's your state? Where are you at now? And do you think you've changed as a person in the last 6 weeks from pre-coronavirus to now? How have you changed, if at all? So let's start with John, since he's not the Ohio resident here, but he's gone through his own little things here, and he's been keeping track of Ohio. So, John, let's start with you, buddy.
Okay, well, I'll start here with the state of West Virginia.
Okay.
Now, as far as West Virginia goes, we have barely over 1,000 cases.
Okay.
Yeah, this whole time. Now, if I'm trying to find the right number here. Bear with me a second.
All right.
One.
Shit.
Yeah, or two. Anyways, hang on. Yeah, 1,151 cases.
Okay.
Okay. We've had this is statewide, 55 counties. We have a total of 47 deaths.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a hell of a lot less than here in Ohio.
This is a state of 1.6 million people.
Okay.
So about 1/10 the size of Ohio.
Right.
As far as people.
Right.
But the way that we've actually gone about it said, okay, if we have a positive infection rate, basically how many people are getting it or testing positive versus how many people are being tested, if we can keep that below 3%, then we're going to go ahead and open up this state and keep going. You want to know where we're at right now?
Where are you at right now?
About 2.5.
Okay.
Which is the lowest in the country.
Right.
By far. Because I think they said that Ohio was at about 18-20%, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pennsylvania's at like 30 or in their 20s. Kentucky is at 8.5. Maryland and Virginia are also double digits, big time. And that's all of our surrounding states. So we opened up the state as of yesterday, pretty much.
Okay.
So what we're doing is we're starting elective surgeries. We need to open the hospitals all up to everybody who needs to come over and do what they need to do.
Right.
So that basically all the hospital employees are basically full staff and back up again.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Then as of Monday, we're going to start opening up other things like churches and restaurants with outdoor seating and decreased seating on the inside.
Right.
Now, the only thing that we aren't opening up yet are large venues like entertainment venues, bowling alleys, convention centers, things like that.
Right.
Now, like we already talked about the bowling centers, what you could possibly do to limit your occupancy and what can happen.
Right.
But I honestly think as far as a concert, a football game, a basketball game, something like that, good luck to you.
Right. Right.
It ain't going to happen.
Right. Ain't going to happen.
And,
at least not anytime soon.
No, not this summer. No way.
Right.
Now, again, like I said, the problem we have here in West Virginia, though, is we are within earshot of 2/3 of the population of this country.
Mm-hmm.
It is that scary. So you think we go, there's 350 million people in this country. We're within earshot of 200+ million people.
Right.
So what's to say that West Virginia opens up and everybody from Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, Kentucky, New Jersey, New York, wherever, comes into West Virginia?
Right.
Now we got a problem on our hands.
Exactly. Yep.
Because we don't know how many of these people are infected, not infected. We don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like they were saying earlier this week. They were talking about if you do leave the state of Ohio, they're still going to institute a mandatory 14-day quarantine. If you leave the state for any reason, you come back in, you're quarantined 14 days.
Right, and it's the same as it is here. If you're coming from out of state,
Yeah.
except if it's from, say, Pennsylvania, Ohio, which are our border states.
Right.
If you're coming in from close areas, okay. But if you're coming from New York, New Jersey, Louisiana,
right,
something like that, it's 14 days automatic.
Yeah.
Hey, John,
And
with the elective surgery thing, are they allowing people to stay in recovery overnight, or is it just as long as they can do recovery during the day, then they're fine, like it is in Ohio, where they can't stay overnight?
The recoveries, they can stay overnight, but it's just the patient. There's no visitation allowed.
Right.
Okay, because I know in Ohio, they're not allowed to stay overnight. They opened elective surgeries as long as recovery can be done by a certain time.
Right. I saw that too. You're right, Eric. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. That's something else. That's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, this whole situation is crazy. But anyway, John, let's get to the meat of the question. How has it affected you? Has it affected your state of mind any? Have you changed at all in the last 6 weeks as far as what your personal thoughts and processes and anything like that, as you as a person?
Well, I'll be honest with you, it has changed me a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, in the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks, I've been teleworking the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't lost my job. I'm still getting paid full time.
Right.
I'm just working out of my apartment 24/7, which kind of sucks some days.
Right.
But I do have the ability to go outside, do things, and at least get some fresh air every so often.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like what you're doing with the delivery, things like that.
Right. Well,
as far as the mental state, I mean, I'm a little more leery of other people out there. I'll tell you, it's just I try to stay away and avoid everybody.
Oh, sure. I'm kind of the same way. I mean, if I don't need to contact the people, I don't. But there's sometimes you just have to be in contact with some people. But I still I still keep my distance. And then, like myself, the one thing I have done, I've never used so much hand sanitizer in my entire life. I really have not. I never really thought too much about using hand sanitizer. I wash of course, you go to the bathroom and wash your hands. But, anytime I'm outside of my car, if I'm driving, I got a bottle of hand sanitizer in my car. I immediately give it a pump. I'm like, wow, I've never used so much hand sanitizer in my life. But that's me. All right, Eric.
Well,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't use hand sanitizer pretty much most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, being in the chemical industry like I am, the hand sanitizer helps you, but it's a gimmick, guys. It really doesn't help you a whole hell of a lot.
Right. It's only going to last for a short period of time anyway, because as soon as you put the hand sanitizer and it dries, you're touching stuff anyway, so there's the germs right back anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But all right, let's go to Eric real quick. Eric, I mean, same question. Give me your answers on that. Okay, we'll skip Eric. He'll come back to Eric. Ben the Tadpole just joined us. Ben, what's up, buddy?
What's up, guys?
Not much. Have you heard
happy quarantine.
Yeah, happy still in quarantine. All right, Ben.
Yeah, happy still in quarantine.
All right, Ben, have you got the question what I was asking? Has since all this is, pre-quarantine Ben versus current quarantine Ben, taking kind of a mental temperature on everybody tonight. What's your mental state like, and has it changed you as a person? All this going on, and if so, how?
Okay. Well, I'm still I'm still working, so it's not like I'm not working. But like the first stay-at-home order, I did stay at home.
Yeah.
So. After like week and a half, I was kind of like, I don't know what to do with my life, because every day I woke up and I thought there was I felt the need to, do something. But even though there's nothing to do, it shows that, I think there's a lot of people out there that do have, are going through mental health problems, issues that this quarantine probably isn't helping them at all.
Mm-hmm.
Or people with substance abuse that had been sober that could have kind of. Does that make sense?
Sure. I mean, real quick on the substance abuse, how have you been doing since they took the super glue away from you, not being able to sniff glue? Are you holding up okay?
Oh man, I have other things that I can. Oh man, I have a whole abundance of different things other than the glue, so I'm good. It's all good.
Okay, as long as you're got you. Okay.
Rubber cement, baby.
Oh, rubber cement. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, nail polish remover. Oh, wait a minute. All right, let's go back.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I had some primer and acetone.
Oh,
today,
there
so
you
it's
go.
all good.
There you go.
There you
go. All right. So
stepping up my game today.
Yeah, I hear you, man. All right, let's go over to Eric real quick. Since Eric, you got your phone unmuted now. I mean, so we can ask you the same question there, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right. We're so happy.
I tend when I'm not talking.
Ben, did you give Eric
reach over to my soundboard and mute myself?
Yeah. Ben, did you send Eric your super glue? I mean, I was just kind of wondering where that went to. Now it makes sense.
I got my pigeons and I flew it over to him.
Go ahead, Eric.
Not really, because for the past 4 weeks before today, I quarantined myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the whole mask thing is the most frustrating. And I try when people are not around to have my mask not over my face.
Right.
But I'm always afraid that my manager will come by and yell at me for that.
Right.
Because it's mandatory for associates. But if I'm going on break or leaving for the day and I'm headed to the back, but I'm still on the sales floor.
Yeah.
That mask is going off.
Right.
I don't care.
Right. Can't say I blame you.
It gets stuffy, and plus I wear glasses. So,
sure, I'm sure they fog up on you. Yeah, they fog up on you and everything.
Yeah.
It's I know I got masks for when I go out. I got one of the really nice ones. Got the vent filter. It's supposed to be arriving tomorrow. I know I won't wear my glasses with things. I know my glasses will fog up really bad. So, we'll see what happens with that. Okay, Tony, let's go to you. Tony, how's this affected you? Affected you at all? And go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, for me, I'm a pretty social person. I'll talk to just about anybody. I miss going to my coffee shop every week.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go get it through the drive-thru if I want it, and I haven't had it since.
Right.
And you want to hear a real son of a bitch? Before we started the show, I was in the drive-thru. I was in the drive-thru up at Portage Crossing, up by Giant Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
And them commies close at 3:00.
They close at 3?
Yeah, it's at modified store hours, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Oh my
God! And the only locations of theirs that are open are the ones that have drive-thrus.
Right,
They're
right,
not like take it and leave.
And those drive-through lines are insane. I mean, I've been driving, doing some stuff going down Howe Road, and you got that, the Chipotle with the Starbucks right next to it, and the Starbucks line's 20 cars deep. I was like, good God, folks. This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, and work-wise, obviously a couple of my accounts make me wear masks.
Mm-hmm.
As of Monday, I mandatorily. Now, have you ever seen the movie V for Vendetta?
No, I have not.
You know the masks that those people from Anonymous wear?
Yes. Yes.
The kind of cream colored, and it's got a mustache and eyebrows.
Yep.
Little
Yep. I know that mask.
long.
Yep.
Okay. I bought one of those to wear at work Monday.
Nice.
Nice.
I showed my branch manager. I said, Governor DeWine said we have to wear a mask.
Nice. So you got a mask. He didn't say what type of mask. Just he said actually what he said is face covering. So you know what, Tony? That is a face covering. So your face is covered. You're good.
Yeah, I'm doing the rest of the world a favor.
You're ugly anyway, Tony. It's fine. I'm just kidding.
True that.
Oh my God, that's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, beyond that, I mean, there's been not really much of anything to do when
Right.
anywhere because bars are closed. I can't go karaoke.
Right. Can't do
I can't
anything.
even go sit down in a restaurant and eat.
Right. Right. You have to grab it and take it home. That's.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. Or
now, I've really pissed off. We have our little chain of drive up restaurants in the Akron area.
what's that, Tony? You cut out for a second.
I said, our little chain of drive-in restaurants in the Akron area.
Yes.
I kind of got pissy with them because they're still letting people park and eat.
Yes, of course they are. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was at one of them last week.
Yeah, and but the health department's order was you're supposed to take your food off premises.
Right.
And they said, well, we're keeping people 6 foot apart. And I said, well, you're not obeying the order.
Right.
The order was to take your food off premises and eat. That's why I got yelled at sitting in the parking lot after I went through the drive-thru.
Mm-hmm.
The cop yelled at me and said, you're supposed to take your food off premises and go home. That's the rule.
Right.
So, well, apparently the rules don't apply to them.
Apparently the rules don't apply to them and I know they're making people park a car space apart. They're not making you can't park right next to another car. As a matter of fact, I was at the one. No. I was at the one, the main one over there in Cuyahoga Falls Avenue. Obviously we're talking about the same place. I was in the spot, and a guy. They have the front row by the restaurant. They got every other space coned off, but the back row spaces they don't. I think they don't have enough cones, but they're still saying please park one car length apart. I was in a space, and a guy comes and parks right next to me, and they're like, you got to move. This guy raised a raise. Well, why do I got to move? I'm more than 6 feet from this guy in his car. It doesn't matter. The guy and the guy at the restaurant, this guy got into it with the guy. And he goes, fine. He goes, F you, I'm leaving. I'm not, this is where I like to park. There's no other, this guy had a fit. And he left. But I see it. I see it. I was like, wait a minute, how's that going to affect? I'm in my car. He's in his car. How is that affecting anybody else? I'm in my vehicle. I'm more than 6 feet apart from this guy because I'm in my vehicle. He's in his vehicle. What's it matter if he eats his food in a car right next to me? I don't give a shit. It's not going to affect me. I'm not in the same vehicle as the guy. I don't get it.
Yeah. I
don't get that one.
That was, and I didn't know. I'm just kind of like, okay, well, here's the rules because I like going to a smaller chain in Akron.
Mm-hmm.
Not the big root beer place, but the smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
They post on Facebook, we're doing the right thing. Please take your food off premises and eat it.
Right.
And, those are the rules right now, unfortunately. Now, I remember I have a buddy of mine who owns a bar outside of Cincinnati, and he had stated on Facebook he was planning on opening up today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Hamilton County Health Department was there to greet him with chains, a padlock, and they were going to revoke his license.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah, that's if you open up against their orders. They're not going to arrest you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be charged criminally, but they are going to chain your business shut, suspend and likely revoke your license, and they can possibly seize your business.
No kidding. Wow, they're not playing around right now.
It's getting illegal grounds, man.
It's getting they're definitely getting to the point now. It's like, well, they're not playing around with people. Wow.
No.
Wow. Crazy. All right, Victoria.
I mean, but beyond that, I mean,
Go ahead, Tony, real quick. I'm sorry.
I said, beyond that, I mean, I'm just doing my thing, and I'm driving Uber a little bit more just for that social interaction thing.
Social. Right. All right, Victoria.
Disinfect your backseat, Tony.
Yeah, Victoria. Same question for you.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going tonight?
Oh, it's good because my kids are gone. Woohoo!
Woohoo.
They're gone for the weekend.
They're gone for the weekend. What are you going to do all weekend with yourself now?
Well, let's see. I've decided, since I'm not working,
Mm-hmm.
this is going to be self-improvement month.
Oh, yeah? Tell us how you're going to self-improve.
Well, I've already started. I've been pushing my businesses because I'm now about to be a second business owner.
Okay. Congratulations.
I haven't formally jumped in with both feet yet.
Okay.
I'm kind of dipping my toe in the water,
Right.
as I kind of alluded last night to my post, if anybody paid attention, about CBD products.
Oh, okay.
And hint. So, and then starting tomorrow, because I can't do it tonight, I'm getting up at like 6-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so whenever sunrise is,
Right.
right before,
Okay.
I'm going to do a walk to see how far I can go,
Nice.
to kind of do a warm-up, wake-up.
Okay.
And then I'm doing my full-body detox.
Oh, what's involved in the full body detox?
I'm basically going to be making some concoctions that are going to use fruits and vegetables to completely detox my body of all the junk.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Hey, you know
It's
what?
about that time.
That sounds like a great time.
Well, I got to lose some weight because I put on some weight during this corona, and it's not healthy. And my body's reacting to the different things that I've been eating
Mm-hmm.
and the lack of getting outside. And then, so my body's reacting to it. So I need to work on my situation.
That makes sense. Hey, you know what? Good for you. I'm glad you're doing something.
Plus, I have a trip coming up
Oh, yeah?
in July.
Okay.
So I got to be looking my sexy secretary best.
There you go. There you
Hell yeah.
go. Here, Ben. Hell yeah.
I'm going down to Alabama.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Why would you want to go in Alabama? I lived there for a year. It sucks.
I have a friend that I'm going to see.
Oh, Alabama sucks. I lived there for a year.
You hussy.
It sucks. Alabama sucks.
Who's calling me a hussy?
That would be John Sinsel, the father.
Oh.
Yeah, Father
He's
John.
Yeah, leave me alone. It's my birthday.
Yeah, by the way, happy birthday, Father John. Yeah, it's
I was about to get to that.
we got happy birthday, Father John. That's right.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday
Oh,
to you.
yeah.
Happy birthday to Father John. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, we'll do him one
Thank you,
better
sir.
now. We'll play him happy birthday here. We'll play him happy birthday.
Oh, of course we will.
Yeah, we have to play him happy birthday to end the hour. I mean, that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Of course, do you have the Marilyn Monroe version?
I'm just gonna play whatever corny version I can find here. Here's a corny version for you. All right, John, here you go. Happy birthday, buddy. And it's gonna play here in just a moment. Should be, here we go.
Infobells!
I don't know what that was.
Happy birthday
Okay, that was the corniest thing I could find, so that's why I played it.
That's awesome.
Bravo. Nice.
And on that note, we can take a break. Some kind of radio show coming at you. We'll be back for one more hour. Stay tuned.
I must have the wrong house.
Sister? Oh, I missed you so much. They waited up all night for you, you know.
It's a long way from West Africa. Oh, coffee.
Kiss here.
I brought you something from far away.
Really? Oh.
What are you doing?
You're my present this year.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
See? I smelled it. He's back.
Ryan, you have to leave.
What? What are you guys talking about? We know what's going on here. We know you're trying to each other.
What? No. Oh, please. Brothers and sisters don't look at each other like that.
He sent you to West Africa for a reason, Ryan, to separate you and your sister.
You're crazy! Oh, yeah? What's this?
He's my present this year.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. We're
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm your son, and I'm in love with your daughter.
Oh, Ryan, what is in that box?
What's in the box, Ryan?
It's mine.
Give it. Unbelievable.
Holy shit.
Emily, I love that we have so much in common because we grew up together. And I just want to wake up every morning to the smell of you and Folgers Colombian dark roast. Emily, will you make me the happiest brother?
Dad! Get off of him! I love him! No! No! Stop it! Stop it! No! No! I just want to my brother!
It's Folgers in your cup.
The Some Kind of Radio Show will be back in a moment.
I know that some of the things that I will say will seem somewhat redundant to what the governor said, but I have spent a lot of time talking with businesses and health officials, and as many hours as I can stay awake in a day, that's what we're doing. And we're listening and trying to come up with a plan that balances all of these competing health and economic and just personal freedoms interests. And you know, the governor started here. I'm going to start here. What was the stay-at-home order is now the Stay Safe Ohio order. The change in verbiage was for a reason. It was intentional. It represents a transition to a next phase of how we're going to live our lives. We know that people are starting to go out more. We know the safest place for them is at home, but when they go out, under the new, particularly under the new opportunities that are made available in the order, we want to make sure that they have the best knowledge possible and the best standards for the state to help people stay safe. We recognize the reality of this transition.
You are tuned into the Some Kind of Radio Show. Call now at 234-200-5110. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, we're back here. Final hour here, 9:05 here on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast and you're watching on Facebook Live, yeah, you know what time it is. And like I said, final hour. We're tonight's show is Wine with DeWine. Those of you who aren't in Ohio, Mike DeWine is our governor, and we're playing clips of today's press conference where our stay-at-home order is now a stay safe in Ohio order. until May the 29th. And that's what they're doing for us here. They are going to be, we're going to be kind of still doing what we've been doing all along. No change, just they're opening a few little things here and there, doctor's offices, dentists, things like that. And come later in the month, they're going to open up some more retail and some things like that. But it's a slow process. I honestly feel these press conferences would be a lot better if they just let John Husted just talk instead of Mike DeWine, because DeWine's all over the place. Husted's pretty much to the point. So I don't know. That's just my personal opinions there. But, oh, well, moving on. If you'd like to call and join the program, we'd love to hear from you. 234-250-110. We'll put you right through. We got lines open. We have plenty of lines. We actually have 5 lines open right now. We have a 10-line phone system, and the 5 lines are in use right now by our crazy crew. Next week's show, or next show we do, I'm hoping to open up all 10 lines. And the ones I have to bring in remotely, we're looking to do through another program, another software. And it'll sound like they're in the room with us. So that'll be kind of fun. But I'm hoping here in the next couple of weeks, hoping the next couple of weeks, we can actually have some people here in the studio here with us, guys. So that's the hope here. So kind of we'll just kind of play it by ear. We'll just keep doing what we're doing right now and bring you shows every other week. That's the best I can do right now. But now that I got some of the technical issues that were plaguing us last week fixed, it definitely makes life a little easier, and definitely makes the show go a little smoother too, guys. So anyway, so let's kind of get back to kind of where we were with talking about things that are supposed to reopen and they haven't yet, or I want to kind of talk about, let's play some devil's advocate here. Oh, we got a call. Let's take a call here. Before we do that, let's take this call. We're going to love this one. All right, Some Kind of Radio Show, you're with us.
Is this the real Earl McCune?
Well, let me check. I think so. How's it going, Pat Morrow?
not doing too bad. I was just listening to you on your show a little bit, and I figured I'd call in for a couple minutes.
Oh, we appreciate the call as always. And by the way, thank you for having me on your program last week. It was fun to be on there for a few minutes.
It was great having you.
Yeah, we had a good time.
We need to do this more often.
Absolutely. Like we haven't been doing this for a few years anyway, but different ball game now. But we're still playing the same games in a lot of ways. Just playing a little bit different. That's all. But we're having fun. But
it's kind of funny how it turned out, isn't it?
It is, but you know what? I think it all worked out. The way things worked out, I'll tell you in all honesty. When I was forced to have to close my station down, I was at the point. I was upset I had to do it, but at the same time, I'm like, for my reasons, thank God for me, because I was at my wit's end with the thing. But I'm just happy to be doing my show and sending it off to you to play on your station, your fine station, by the way. And what is that noise in the background?
I don't know.
Somebody else has joined the line. It sounds like my kid and my fiance are with us too. Hi, guys.
What is it?
Hi, Munch.
Aha!
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Are you guys going to talk, or are you guys?
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, kiddos.
Yeah, hi.
Where's my husband at?
Oh, God. Is that Frida?
Where is my husband? I know he always hangs around you.
He's not here.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. He's
Frida.
not there, no.
That's Frida. That's Frida.
Frida. Oh, my God.
I haven't heard Frida's first time I ever heard Frida on the radio in all these years. Wow. Hi, Frida.
Where's he at? He's always
with you.
Oh, he's not with me. He's maybe he's trying to get some Tang somewhere. I don't know.
That motherfucker.
They sell that at the grocery store, you know. Tang, you know, the orange stuff.
Hey, that stuff.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, hi, it's been
Yep. Frida, I saw him in West Virginia a few weeks ago, but I haven't seen him since.
Yeah. He's got a yeah. I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't seen him in quite a while.
Oh, goodness. I have to ask my buddy Harold. Maybe he's seen him.
Yeah, maybe.
I figured I'd give you a little bit of a take on the coronavirus from my side.
Please do,
You wanna
Pat.
hear it?
Yeah, absolutely. Please.
I'll tell you what. As far as this, I'm hearing a pretty bad echo.
Let me mute them for a minute here because they're
Okay.
We don't need Brimstone.
talking in the background. Let me get them muted here for just a
Try
minute.
and mute everyone except for whoever's talking.
All right, I just muted them. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, that's better.
This one. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, they're not muted that good. Wait a minute. What the heck?
Okay. We're on our way home.
Okay.
Hi, person.
All right.
Hello, people.
All right.
Hello.
Bye, guys. We'll see you when you get here. All right. That's how you fix it real quick. You just hang up the phone. All right. Go ahead, Pat.
You never change, girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, my take on this, as of about a week ago when DeWine said things were going to be able to open up again,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be amazed at the difference of people on the road.
Oh yeah.
You'd be amazed at the businesses that are reopened.
Mm-hmm.
I had 3 car dealers that were closed
Yeah.
that I used to deliver to.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of them are opened again,
Oh, no kidding.
and it looks like it's gonna pick up quick and early.
Yeah. I hope to see more things getting opened here. I mean, the economy definitely needs reinvigorated here. We need to, people need to start getting back to work. People need to start getting back and getting those purchases made and do the things that, get the economy booming again. And I think it's going to come back hard.
I think they need to just to quit farting around with the beauty parlors and the DMV and all that too.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff needs to open back up before much of anything else gets it.
Right.
I haven't had a haircut since January. I need one.
Yeah, or 2, or the rest of your hairs on your head. I mean, that would be helpful.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
But that's the word. My hair hasn't been this long since I was 18.
It's funny. No joke. About a month ago, I completely shaved my head, and about 3-4 weeks ago, and my hair's already. It looks like a chia pet right now. It's already grown back pretty good. So I need another haircut already. I'm not going to shave it bald again, but I was kind of like, yeah, what the hell? Let's see how long it takes my hair to grow back. I'll probably get a regular haircut before too long. And yeah, sure as anything.
What have they been saying about your work?
What's that?
What have they been saying? Have they said when you're going to go back to work yet?
No, not a thing. It's all going to base on when the governor says we can open up. So, I mean, nothing firm yet. We're just still in a holding pattern here, and that's about all we can do. So.
Yeah, I'm waiting for libraries and that kind of stuff to open too, so I can get my club business started back up.
Right.
This has been a bitch for everybody, I'm telling you.
Oh, it is. It definitely is, and everyone's affected differently by it. That's for sure. Some people are doing okay. Other people are still not doing okay. I see a lot of posts. People are still waiting to get their unemployment. So a lot of folks are struggling. Yeah, it's a tough situation.
Some people haven't even got their stimulus yet either.
I know, and there's a lot of people who haven't got their stimulus checks either. That is
I just got mine, yeah.
You just got yours?
Mine this morning.
Wow. I've had mine. God, I had mine for well over 3 weeks now. I'm on my. So I mean, I use that. Paid some bills. That Yeah, well, hey, but you got to do what you got to do. But it's been taxing. It's been taxing. I know. I was telling everybody, we were talking about what's changed. How have you changed as a person pre-coronavirus to now? I mean, what have you changed anything like your routine? Is your mental outlook changed at all, Pat? Anything at all that pre-coronavirus?
I stay at home more.
You stay home more? Yeah.
Yeah, I very rarely go out of the house over the weekends now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just I don't want to be part of it. And the thing also that I heard was that this is liable to change the it's liable to change things for a long time because people are not, they're going to get in the habit of this, and they're just going to end up staying home. Look at the difference between look what it's done to the healthcare industry. Everything's online now.
Right.
Look at what it's done to the food industry. Everything you go
online.
and pick it up, and that's the part that's probably going to change the most.
Right.
People are going to see, hey, I can just drive over and pick up the damn food and bring it back home. I save a little bit of money because I don't buy the drinks, and hey, this is pretty cool. And so that's liable to change the culture.
Oh, it's definitely changed, and it's amazing how many people have adjusted to the change. I mean, this is the reality we're faced with.
Well, they're saying now that there could be a cure for this or a vaccine for this stuff in September.
Can I interject something here, please?
Sure, go ahead.
Sure.
Okay, I have a friend, and I won't say where he works, but he sent me a photo that it was sent to him by someone else in the higher-ups of a hospital lab. They have had an inactivated vaccine since 2001. He actually had the bottle in his hand and took a photo of it. Tell me that's not crazy.
If that's true, and they didn't start this over in China, that's pathetic.
It is quite.
That just goes to show we can't trust everything we hear or see from the government. I'm just saying, get woke, folks. Get woke, folks.
And, another thing, too, is they've been trying to start a pandemic for 40 or 50 years now. They finally got one.
Yeah, they got it. They nailed it.
I mean, you look at the bird flu. You had that other one back in the late 80s, I think it was.
Right.
Every time you got a Democrat in there for a while, they tried to start the bird flu over again.
Now, Pat. Now tell us, you were around for the 1918 epidemic. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it was actually.
I was going to say. I mean, what do you think? I mean, they always talk about the models. The models. They're comparing the models of things then to now. I mean. I hear the same thing all the time, and they're comparing, 1918 to 2020, and people are
strange but true. There has been pandemics through the years,
yes, and
viruses through the years, about every 100 years,
right,
starting from back in the 1800s,
right, and they talk about this, but the difference between 1918 and 2020. Is, for one, the medical technology of 1918 isn't what it is now, for sure. And the fact that, you get so much global, I mean, it's a smaller world now than it was in 1918. That's another part of it. And 3, we're more informed. I mean, before, people aren't as informed now. Back then, people were getting sick and not knowing what the hell's going on. All of a sudden, oh my God, we started to see all these people sick. The information just was not there like it is now, and that's why there were so many more deaths from the what happened then to now. I mean, that's another set of reasoning for it too. I mean, people talk about that all the time. We're comparing to 1918. Okay, yeah, it's you have to get these about every 100 years, but 2020, the world we live in now in 2020, the advancements we've made. I mean, you think about the advancements we made in such a short time with the testing, how that's changed, how they can sanitize masks now that they couldn't even think about doing this 3 or 4 months ago. I mean, the breakthroughs they've come through with, even through this. I mean, I'll look at the good things that come out of this. The technological advances.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Exactly. So you think about it, how much better we're going to be after we're all said and done. In reality, we're
not so paranoid we don't go out of the house.
Exactly, and that's another thing I was bringing up earlier in the show. How paranoid are people going to be just to go out and do something? When movie theaters opening, I know there's been polls out there. Are you likely to go to a movie theater after the movies reopen? Yeah, some people are saying, yeah, sure, as long as the social distancing's in place and they have all the. And I think that's what everyone's worried about how are businesses and companies like movie theaters and bowling centers and things like that going to be able to implement these safety measures? It's going to be really hard with the bowling industry. Movie theaters, I can see it'll be a little easier. You can implement, every other seat in use. Bowling, I can see every other lane, but then you got the house balls. We talked about that, and then there's so many things out there that, the gyms, they were always, people were pretty conscious anyway. They're always wiping things down anyway, but it's going to be even worse. That's going to have to be stepped up by, 1,000%, tenfold just to get people to go into those places again too. So we'll see.
Well, I know people who will still go in the gym. They might wear a face mask if they have to work out. They're not too worried about as far as the surfaces.
What's that?
They're not so worried about the surface contact as they are about just breathing in.
As you can see and hear on the video, I have food and my much prettier half, and then my munchkin, and the dogs are yapping.
Because of food.
Yeah, well, it's because they're food and they're happy to see them and not me, But it's the food. There's food. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
It's like, woohoo, you said woohoo.
The things you do in your home studio, guys. I mean, that's...
Hey, you could do a show in your underwear.
I could, but I won't do it in my video, in the video, because I got the video going right now, so no one wants to see that, believe me.
So you're not going to be like the ABC reporter who decided to do a report with no pants?
I don't want to do a show. I don't want to do it. Thank
Earl?
you for the food, guys. Love you guys. I'll be up in
Earl,
about a half
don't
hour.
be Dylan.
Talk to what?
I see Munch and I see Lori.
Mm-hmm. No, they just left the room. A little delay in the video. There's usually about a 30-second delay.
Bad.
A little about 30-second delay in the video. But I got some goodies here. I got some Mexican food here. So thank God you guys aren't around me tonight.
Don't rub it in.
Because here's the thing. I'm gonna gas everybody out. Now here's another thought. No one, of course, I have to bring this up. Do you guys think COVID-19 could be passed by gas?
No.
That's funny.
That's the case.
There have been rumors.
There's been rumors going around about that. I've seen it. I've seen it on social media, where people are worried about catching COVID-19 from people passing gas.
Idiotic.
Idiotic indeed, but that's what people are saying. It's like,
Well, it had to get around somehow.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I think it was after all the Chinese folks,
Well, you know what? Then it's gonna have to be Ben's fault. Ben, are you still on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Why did you bring COVID-19 to Ohio, Ben? Why'd you do it?
I'm sorry. My people. It's all my people's fault.
Oh my God, I'm getting barked at. I'm getting barked at, and I got dogs on me. Hi, honey.
Yeah, hi, Holly. I hear you.
Go upstairs, guys. Go get food. Go upstairs.
Yeah, my people, it's all their fault.
And it works.
I didn't tell them to bring it, but they brought it.
I got given Mexican food, and I've been drinking tonight Mexican Coca-Cola tonight, guys. Good stuff.
Oh. Well, Cinco de Mayo is happening in 4 days.
Yeah, Mexican Coca-Cola is the bomb, by the way.
Now, think about,
Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
now think about this, gentlemen.
Okay.
Okay, the first year in a long time, Cinco de Mayo has been on a Taco Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, it's probably going to get wiped out by a beer or a virus named after a Mexican beer.
True. Very true. It's going to get wiped out by the Corona beer. That is, they put that. Is it back in production yet? Because I know they took it out of production.
Nope.
No, it's still.
Yeah.
Nope.
That Modelo are made by the same people.
Right. I heard.
But here's an interesting factoid too. The makers of Crown Royal Peach are not making any more and releasing any more until mid to late summer.
Damn, I've only got like a quarter bottle left.
I ain't got none, so you're ahead of me.
I'm down to a
Well,
quarter.
my Crystal Head vodka is almost gone.
Yeah, I'm about out of the good stuff. Now I still got.
Yes,
Now I still have half of my jug that Tony gave me of regular Crown. So I mean, I'll be switching to that for a while when I do drink, but because I'm trying to conserve the peach as long as I can, because the peach is
Right,
my
no, I
favorite.
feel you. Hey, what do you guys
But you
think
know
of
you can do
Taco
that?
Bell and Chick-fil-A doing the Cinco de Mayo meal kits?
I didn't even hear about that. What's going on with that?
Yeah.
It counts.
Chick-fil-A is doing, I think it's like $25 or something like that. They're doing like this chicken parm meal that you can buy. It feeds two for like $25 starting Tuesday at all participating Chick-fil-A's. And Taco Bell has a make your own taco bar kit. And I think it's like, I forgot what they said, like $15-20, and it feeds 6.
Okay, so that can feed me.
I know, right? Mm-hmm. But for like families that are like, are just like, I don't want to cook, or I want to do something low key for, hey, it's out there. There you go.
Worth a shot. I was like, I had their nacho, their nacho party pack about a month or so ago, and I ate the whole thing myself. It was pretty tasty. I enjoyed that.
Same here.
Yeah.
Me and the kids are gonna do it.
Pretty tasty stuff. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
bad. I could have probably ate 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's loaded nachos. Look me up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was probably one of the best nachos they came up with there over at the old Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Quite
It's like
good.
the nachos go grande. Nachos go grande on crack.
Exactly.
But see, here's my thing.
On
This is where I
steroids.
get-
On
this- I love
steroids.
that they're doing this. But here's where I get irritated. Okay, you're gonna do these like special promotions, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But yet you can't have regular restaurants open, even if it's staggered seating. But you're going to do these promotions and things like this. Makes no sense.
Oh, we lost Tony for a minute. I got to bring Tony back on the line. Tony's calling back.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy,
All right. We lost you for a second there, Tony, but we got you now. But yeah. I mean, I just hope to see something. Like I think as long as people are smart, things should reopen. No, I think I get kind of what they're saying. Well, with the face mask, how's everyone going to eat in public with a face mask on? It ain't going to be possible. So I don't know. I mean, it's
like it just doesn't make sense to have some things open and not have like everything open with guidelines.
right. I get it. I just want to see some things reopen soon because it's like I know me personally. I miss not being able to do things. That's what's bothering me the most is not being able to do things. It's like someone said to me the other day, well, you can still take a walk in the park. I've taken 100 walks in the park.
That gets old after a while,
I'm
though.
tired of walking in the park. The only things to really do is go to the grocery store and walk in the park or walk around the neighborhood, walk your dogs, and do yard work or whatever. I've been doing all that. I am like, that's stuff I would do anyway. I want to do something else. I want to go back out. I want to go to the bar and enjoy a drink with some friends. Can't do that right now. I miss doing that. So many things I miss doing right now personally, but it is 9:30.
I want to go karaoke.
Oh, I know you do. Definitely. Okay. Well, it is 9:30. Let's take our last break of the night and play another clip from our illustrious governor, Mike DeWine, today. And let's do that right now. You're listening to Some Kind of Radio Show. You're watching Some Kind of Radio Show. Stay tuned.
RBF is a serious epidemic sweeping our nation. RBF, better known as resting bitch face, has plagued women for centuries. We all know them. Some of us have even been them. Stop the madness. Get the help you need. Call the Ditch the Bitch hotline now. 1-800-RBF-NO-GO. Trust me, I suffered from RBF. And look at me now. I'm cured. Stop insulting strangers, missing out on free drinks at the bar, and getting passed over for promotions. Call our Ditch the Bitch hotline. Get the help you desperately need. 1-800-RBF-NO-GO or 1-800-732-6630. Ditch the Bitch today.
Popsicle?
No, honey, you'll spoil your...
Hey, parents, tired of those out-of-control kids? Throwing embarrassing tantrums wherever they go. At the grocery store, on the playground, even at the dinner table. You've had it with parenting, but wait, there is a solution. Introducing Nap Time, the latest, most effective tool for child tantrum prevention. It's simple. Just douse a rag with our patented Sleepy Time formula, place it over your child's cry hole, press and hold gently for 8 to 12 seconds, and presto, no more tantrum.
I was beginning to think adoption was the only way out. Then a friend of mine introduced me to Nap Time. It's never been so quiet around here.
The secret lies in Naptime's revolutionary fast-to-sleep formula. Developed by military-trained scientist doctors from NASA, Naptime's powerful molecules rush to the child's brain on contact, gently inducing instant tranquility.
This is chloroform.
Already put those wallet-draining crap factories out on the street? That's okay! Naptime works in any situation. On the golf course. An awkward blind date.
I had a really good time tonight.
It even works on pets.
After we had our first child here, we regretted it almost immediately.
We didn't know that she'd cry so much.
Talk about defective. But thanks to Nap Time, our little Samantha here hasn't made a noise in weeks. I keep her in a shoebox.
Call now and we'll send you your very own 24-ounce bottle of Naptime solution for only 23 easy payments of $1.99. But wait, there's more! Act quickly and you'll also receive the all-new Dream Sack absolutely free. It's compact and portable for those on-the-go tantrums. Just cover it, tighten it, and forget about it. It's that simple.
We can't breathe good.
So if this looks familiar...
I feel pregnant.
Then don't wait! Order today and join the millions of Americans who just can't stop saying...
Thanks, Nap Time.
Thanks, Nap Time. Thanks, Nap Time.
Nap Time, when they just won't shut up.
The Some Kind of Radio Show will be back in a moment.
You know, we're trying to do a little of each. I mean, we're trying to, when we know, next week we should be able to tell people in the restaurant business when they're going to be open. Next week, we should be able to tell people in the hair business when they will be able to be open. Part of it, though, is not knowing where this virus is going. and not knowing, being able to exactly predict what's going to happen. I think one of the things that we've learned about this virus is it's not exactly predictable, and we continue to learn new things every single day. So we started with things that where we thought, and I've talked about this, but we kind of on a continuum where you start with things. I mean, first of all, things had to stay open that were like food, et cetera. But then into this phase now, when we're opening things up, we're doing it on a basis, starting first with where we can get people working, but at the same time have, a better control of the environment so that people can control their environment and they can be safer. And as we move forward, we're now getting ready, as I said, to look at things where people are working a lot closer, hair. Again, inherently, because people are working closer, you have more risk. Now, the question then is how much can you mitigate that risk? But we're trying to go from things that are more obvious to things that become more difficult. And we're working our way through. And as I said, the faster we can go, the better for everybody. But we've got to be able to continue to monitor our numbers. And so we're going to continue to do that. And we're going to give as much notice as we can to people.
You are tuned into the Some Kind of Radio Show. Call now at 234-200-5110. Now, back to Earl McCune and the Crazy Crew.
All right, you have to forgive me, folks. I'm getting barked at by Holly. John, this is like the old days, buddy.
Yeah, at least she ain't barking at me this time.
Yeah, she's barking at me because I got food.
I want your food. No, I don't.
Go away, Halls.
Holly, go away.
Can't see her on the video because of the camera angle, but she's behind. She's just right here, barking at me. Holly, shut up. Go upstairs. The fun of doing a live podcast / internet radio show, you never know what's going to happen.
Nope.
You never know what's going to happen.
Only at your house, sir.
Only at my house. Only on this show, I might add. Munch, can you take care of my light work, please? And get her upstairs. Thank God I got Munch here, my assistant, Munch.
Hi, Munch. Holly, come on, let's go.
She's like, hello, people.
Hello.
Hello, peoples. Hello, peoples. Is that what you have to say? Hello, peoples? Oh. Okay, take care.
That's somebody I remember.
Yeah, take care of the dog, please. Get them out of here. There we go. They're wrangling. They're still standing there. It's not working. There's 4 of them here, I might add.
Uh-huh.
4?
Staring at you longingly.
4 little dogs, and they all yap. Matter of fact, you can see them on the video. It should be on the video here in the moment here. They're all just kind of like doing what they do.
Stare at you while you're eating, so you give them something.
I tell you, man. Oh, my goodness. Only on this show, everybody. Only on this show.
Oh, we have fun at this, don't we?
I kind of got pissy with them because they're still letting people park.
Yes, of course they are. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was at one of them
what the
last
hell?
week. Wait a minute.
Yeah, and but the health department's order was you're supposed to take your food off premise.
Wait, what the hell?
Right.
Okay.
About what?
That was a replay of just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I got like. I literally, this is no joke. I have 5 chats going here. I got people writing me, asking me questions, and I hit right next to the chat. I was trying to like scroll down. I hit the wrong button. Only on this show, guys.
Yes. Only us, right?
Yep, only us. All right, 9:40. We only have about 20 more minutes to go. If you'd like to participate, we'd love to hear from you. 234-250-110. We'll put you right through here on Some Kind of Radio Show. Coming up in a couple weeks, I have an idea for a program. I think it'd be fun, and I know Tony would be perfect. You know, he'd get a kick out of this one. I'm going to reach out to my Uber and Lyft friends. I'm going to reach out to my DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats friends and invite a few of them to come on the program and talk about their experiences during this whole pandemic and of how it's affected them, and just kind of get. And I think that'd be a fun show to do. I'm going to see if I can try to get that together. That's the idea I have for a program. I'm not saying I'm going to have it for sure, but I'm going to try and get a hold of as many of these 2 or 3 of my friends, 4 or 5, and have them guest call in, and we can kind of talk to those folks about experience. And Tony, of course, feel free to, you've been doing Uber and all that for quite a while, so we're going to kind of talk about that in a couple of weeks. I'm going to try to see if we can get some of our Uber, Lyft friends, DoorDash, Grubhub, anybody doing delivery service, what Tony does with Uber, any type of service like that. We're going to talk to folks, see how it's affected them, and kind of talk about their experiences during this whole pandemic. So I think it'll be a fun show to do. I think it'll be a really fun show to do. And, we'll kind of sneak peek that right now. So, Tony, I mean, you've been sticking with Uber all along during the coronavirus pandemic. I know you mentioned a couple changes you've had to make to how you would do rides. Now, what have you done differently to kind of accommodate and protect yourself?
Everybody sits in the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
I no matter what the temperature is, I have the front 2 windows vented.
Mm-hmm.
So they're cracked a little bit. And then, I'll run the heat if it gets too cold, but I need to let fresh air in here while I got other people.
Right.
While I'm driving.
Right.
So I don't get to have the girlies sitting in front of their booth while I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
So, but beyond that, it's a lot of the other drivers are just afraid to drive because, I'm going to get somebody sick in my car.
Right.
Most all my passengers are wearing masks.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I'm out here, I'll pick up. They don't want to drive, and they're sitting at home. They can't file for an appointment until the end of the month.
Right. So hey, okay. Yeah. Why not?
Hey, Tony.
Yo.
Are you wearing a mask when you drive?
Nope.
But you don't have a mask on when people are in there?
Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would think you would, your company would probably want you to do that.
See, I'm just, we're considered self-employed, so the only thing that, I've got some guidelines as far as, what I can and can't do while I drive, but beyond that, there's nothing, they recommend it, but, I'm at so many places throughout the day anyway, without, exposed to it. Now, starting Monday, I got to wear a mask at work, but that's my employer telling me I have to. They pay me by the hour.
Yeah, my company tells me that when I go to the stops, if they're wearing masks, I'm supposed to wear one.
Mm-hmm.
I have one that I usually carry with me.
Right. I know the, I've been doing some DoorDash, not a whole lot, but just a little bit, just kind of maybe 1 or 2 days here and there. I know they're offering, DoorDash is offering out hand sanitizer, mask, gloves for protection, and they're almost they're not really mandating that you do, but they're requesting that you do, especially when you go into a restaurant. Because right now we're not really, as far as dealing with the public, 95% of the deliveries right now are contactless delivery. Very few people are actually requesting their food handed to them. I know that I had yesterday, I think I did, and I was out all day yesterday. I did an 8-hour day yesterday just to see how I could do, and I did pretty well yesterday. Out of the 23 deliveries I did yesterday, 2 of them requested their food handed to them personally because of their living situation where they were in a weird apartment complex or whatever, and they're like, it's just easier if they hand it. But most of them are just like, okay, please place on my door. Do not knock. Just leave it and send a picture and a text and let me know where it's at. And that's kind of what I've been doing. And it's actually, but the only time you really anywhere near anybody is when you go pick up food. And most of those places anyway, it's pretty contactless anyway because like I'll give an example. Like Bob Evans, they literally have it set up. You walk in one door and you go around the corner and you walk out. But they have a table there for like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats. And, okay, well, it's there. They're not handing it to you. They're placing it on the table, then you're getting it. So you're actually not coming within 6 feet of anybody. So that's really the only time you're seeing anybody. And there's other stores that won't hand it to you. They'll come outside and bring it to you. There's other stores that, okay, you show up, and then they say, okay, well, it's not ready yet. Please go back outside, and we'll wave you to come in and get it when it's done. So everyone's different. Everyone's got different ways they're doing it. Chick-fil-A, they're offering, they still have you come in and get it, but everyone in Chick-fil-A is wearing a mask, every single one of them. They're doing that, but then they're maintaining the social distancing because you can still go inside Chick-fil-A and order and take out. And then there's some places that you can't go in anywhere, like I'll tell you the worst one, especially for a driver or even a customer just going to pick up their food, is the Chipotle over there off of State Road and Portage Trail up there. And they probably have the worst pickup system of everybody in the world. Matter of fact, I'll tell you guys this story real quick. You pull up or you walk up to the place and there's somebody that comes out. And you tell them, okay, probably a line of 25 people the other day. And no joke, a girl kept coming out with one bag at a time. I'm looking for Joseph. I'm looking for Joseph. Joseph, are you here? No. She goes back in and gets another order. Comes back out. Franklin? I'm looking for Franklin. Is Franklin's order here? Hello, Franklin? Okay, Franklin, here you go. I'll go get another one. Come on. Joe? So I of course, me being the asshole I can be, spoke up and said, can I offer you a suggestion? Pat, I remember I told you this story on your show.
Yeah, I remember this story. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. I say to this girl, I'm like, can I offer you a suggestion? She goes, what's that, sir? We're really busy. I'm like, no kidding, you're busy. You got 25 people in line here and you're bringing one order out at a time. I said, I'm offering you a suggestion to help you speed up this process. Well, what's that, sir? I said, well, how about you got that little clipboard in your hand, right? Well, you take that little clipboard you got, and you go ahead and you take down the names of 5 or 6 people are here, and you go back in and check and see if you can, go grab those bags. And then you come back out and hand those bags out. It goes a lot faster that way. Well, sir, what do you know about food service? Yeah, nothing, apparently. New call coming in. Let's see if we can take this call real quick. I don't know who it is. Hello, you're on some kind of radio show.
Hi, it's Brandy from Louisiana. How are y'all?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm great. I got a bone to pick with Father John.
Uh-oh. Bone to pick with John.
Uh-oh. And what did I do now?
What's all this shit about banning people from going to West Virginia?
Oh, well, that was our governor that was speaking. That wasn't Father John talking.
Uh-huh. Y'all are dying to come here for Mardi Gras. Y'all are dying to come here for Mardi Gras and for crawfish and all these southern women, but we can't have it when there's a virus, right?
Oh, no, that's not true. There's a lot of great things about Louisiana I like.
Really?
Yes. See,
I think
I
Brother John
love Mardi Gras.
went.
Do I?
I love Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm. But
I love New
guess
Orleans.
what
I love
Fred
Bourbon
has?
Street.
Ugh, I'm sorry. Bourbon Street's nasty.
Well, it can be if you go to the strip club, but I would hope you don't go.
Oh no, honey. We know. You don't take shoes you bring home.
Understood. But no, that was our governor. The governor of West Virginia was the one who was saying that about Louisiana.
That's why it came out your mouth, right? Or off your fingers.
Well, see, like a lot of things come off my hands or my fingers. It depends on what you want off my fingers.
Honey, you couldn't handle it.
Oh, don't tease me. It's a good time.
Repeat that?
I said, don't tease me. It's a good time.
Oh, honey, you'd remember it for your life.
Oh.
This is great.
Wow. I have to admit, this is the first time that Father John actually told me he's going to be speechless.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
No shit.
Father, Son,
Sorry,
Holy Spirit, Lord, help me for being an asshole.
I had to do it.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry.
Oh, you're perfectly fine. So, do you need a confession, or what's going on with you, Brandon?
One more time?
John wants to know if you need to give a
confession?
confession. Yeah.
Repeat that?
John wants to know if you need to confess anything. He's taking confessions right now.
I think I'd make him turn too many shades of red.
He is.
I bet.
Yeah. Well, I have to admit, I have a little help with that though tonight. We were talking about Mexican food earlier, right?
Do what now?
We were talking about Mexican food earlier, right, Earl?
Yes.
Well, my friend here, his name is Jose Cuervo.
Jose.
Yes. I went to the ball tonight because since it is my birthday, damn it.
It is your birthday. I mean, so John, how old is the father today? I forgot to ask you.
49.
49. John, just saying one more year. Oh man.
AARP, here I come.
Yeah, I was like, AARP is going to be knocking on your door, sending you that membership card in 365 days.
They already do. They already do, but no.
Oh, they're really gonna be looking for you now. Hey, we need you to join us, John. Enjoy. Hey, you know what you're gonna be doing? You're gonna be one of them guys, John. I can see it now. You're gonna be one of them old guys sitting at McDonald's every morning at 5:30, eating your egg McMuffin and your hash brown, and playing checkers or whatever the hell you do, or reading the paper.
Doing the crossword puzzle.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Oh, anyway. That's how our things are down in Louisiana, Brandon. Those things are with the coronavirus down there.
Well, the courts are closed. Jails are open. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That should make a lot of felons happy.
Yeah. I work for the court. They can't go to jail for me.
Right.
Yeah, the courts are all closed up here too.
Mm-hmm.
Probably for about another month.
Yeah, probably. It's probably gonna be.
Hey, that worked
June.
out for me.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I've been off for 7 weeks. I'm over it.
Me too. I understand.
Hey, the longer it keeps me out of an orange jumpsuit, we're good.
Victoria,
you being naughty.
All I gotta say is I can't rock an orange jumpsuit. Orange is not my color, and I don't get along with others very well. So let's just leave it at that.
Remember, orange
I
is
don't either. That's why
orange is the new black. Remember that.
Yeah, but I don't want to be on the Cleveland edition.
That's true. We don't need you in the free press.
No, we don't need
Because
that.
I might steal the show.
No, honestly, our crime rate has dropped exponentially. Stupidity is at all-time rate.
Yeah, especially in Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I don't know nothing about Monroe. I stay on the south side.
Have you heard since this all started that they're finding more and more drivers doing 120 miles an hour or better?
Damn.
There was one guy that was clocked at 180 miles an hour the other night.
Oh, he's booking.
I don't know if he was on a Lamborghini or something like that. They pulled.
Was he running
the
through
cops
Tulsa?
got him.
They got him, huh? Wow.
They got him, yeah.
No kidding. 180 miles an
Damn.
hour. Jeez.
182 miles an hour.
That's moving. That's booking. That's booking.
There's nothing else on the road. I figured I could open it up.
That's just as bad as the one guy that does the chair massages at my friend's chocolate shop in Lakewood.
Mm-hmm.
Some car coming off 117th in Madison clipped him walking across the street because he couldn't wait for the light. Decided to run the light, speeding, hit him, and clipped him as the guy was crossing the crosswalk.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
Glad I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And they haven't caught the driver yet.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Uh-oh, hit and run.
Bingo,
Yeah.
and it's a felony.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Anywhere. So where in
depends on
Louisiana
how.
are you, Brandy?
I'm in the Lake Charles metro area.
Oh, so you're down there, in the southwestern corner of the state?
Yeah. I'm about 20 miles from the border. Which I
Oh,
can now
man.
Lucky girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go back
Gotta
to
watch out
Trump.
for those Texans, though.
Yeah. They got to watch out. They're the ones that kept us out.
No kidding.
Yeah, it seems like everybody done kicked you guys out.
Yeah, but they all want to come and flock over here for fucking Mardi Gras.
Right.
So, all it is to give away the beads anyway.
You ain't got the right equipment.
I've got tips, but they probably aren't as nice as yours.
I hear a gauntlet being thrown. I say we have a challenge.
Come on.
Ding, 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 ding.
But let's be clear. We all know who's the resident record holder here. They have to beat me.
That is true. You are the sexy secretary. That is true.
With the biggest tits on the show.
All right, what's that?
Oh,
here we go. Look, it's going to be mine is bigger than yours here on some kind of radio show.
Yeah.
Just saying.
What was the old contest? What was the old contest we used to have? Who's hairier?
Well, yeah, Ben had the who's hairier thing. Yeah.
I do.
So we got whose tits are bigger. Okay. Works for me.
Asking you
I
shall
don't care if I'm Father John or not. Works for me.
Oh.
Asking you shall receive, dear.
Ooh.